We're gearing up for an exciting weekend of curling. It is the final day of round-robin play in pool play here in Calgary. Our curling bubble, Canada Olympic Park, Winsport Arena, and this last Friday, 18 teams began the journey to try win a national championship. We know as of tomorrow, we're down to the final 8. Our feature this morning, a big one. It is Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario team wild card, skipped by Wayne Middaugh. Scores from last night, and the team of JB Murphy skipped by Scott McDonald. 14-1, a big win there. Gushu beating Greg Smith, the Battle of the Rock, and a cool story after a nice photo of both teams. That was a special moment, I'm sure, for Greg Smith and his side. Matt Dunstone rebounding after that tough loss to Cooey in the morning, 10-5. And maybe a surprise there as you see Ontario, John Epping, 9-3 over Kevin Cooey, the team from Calgary. Cooey's first loss, but we do know he has qualified for the championship round. And here's the lowdown in our feature pool. If Botcher wins, the 4 lost teams are done in Pool A. If Gunlickson or Howard win, they are in. If Jacobs wins, he is in. The rest of it, well, we'll get back to you. Call a friend. Lots to be decided. Coming inside Winsport Arena, Brian Mudryk joined by Kathy Gauthier. And a cool story dating back to 2013. It was Brad Jacobs' first and only Brier win in Edmonton. And that's the last time we saw Wayne Middaugh at a Brier. He won bronze that year. Both teams, awesome. It's going to be a great feature matchup. But for the Jacobs team, nothing has come easy so far this week.
Well, it really hasn't. We're seeing numbers that we're not used to seeing. Brad Jacobs, 59%. Mark Kennedy, one of the best players in the world, was in the 60s. Yesterday, it looked like the team from Northern Ontario that we have come to expect. Some better numbers and just this feeling of confidence.
Wayne Middaugh is having a great week. A lot of talk about Glenn Howard and his injury, but let's focus on the other Howard who has been brilliant on this team.
I do believe that Scott Howard is having the week of his life. He is making everything. And so as a skip coming back to the game and maybe having a little bit of nerves, when you have a wingman who's making everything for you, it just lets you relax.
Cool story. As Wayne Middaugh played his first Brier back in 1991, Scott Howard was literally being delivered into the world as he was just a baby, and now they're teammates. It's a cool story. We can't wait. Pretty much a must-win for both these teams. It is the feature, and it's next on TSN.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Whoa! Right! Whoa!
He got this. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. There it goes.
Wow.
Effortless power.
Final stone here in 10, down by 1. Get the yellows moving, bang them, squirt that yellow out far. Oh, what a win for Wayne Middaugh. Excited for this morning matchup. We got 16 former Brier champs in the field. Yeah, one Brian, 2 up here. 16 former Brier champions in the field, including the 2 skips. It's time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And this is the team from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. It is Brad Jacobs, Mark Kennedy, E.J. Harnden, and Ryan Harnden. And out of the Penetang Machine Curling Club in Ontario, it is Wayne Middaugh skipping the Glenn Howard team, Scott Howard at third, David Mathers, and Tim March. And winning the draw to the button this morning was Team Middaugh, so they have the hammer. So lead stones will be coming from Ryan Harnden to kick things off. Ryan in his 12th Brier appearance. Remember, this team as well lost the Brier final in Calgary the last time it was in the city. Back in 2015, the loss to Pat Simmons and Team Canada. And you mentioned Mark Kennedy, a player off the top of the show. You know that Brad would love to win one again with Mark as his third this time around.
Well, they had some magic when Mark joined the team a couple of years ago to play third at the Canada Cup, went on to win it. So instant chemistry.
Too much. Ooh, watch this rock, it'll die.
But for this week, you need that chemistry, you need some breaks, and you need some great shot making.
How deep? Dave, if you can.
How deep?
You're back four.
Go then. Go. Get it out of the 4 foot. Get it out of the 4 foot.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Chatting with Brad Jacobs last night, Kathy, he just calls Wayne Middaugh so impressive, the week he's had. He's like, here's a guy who's got a titanium rod in his leg from that skiing accident a few years ago. And what he's pumped up for in this matchup, he knows that Wayne and his team will leave it all out there, just like his team. He said Wayne Middaugh was one of my favorite curlers growing up because I loved his intensity and how competitive he is, and he just couldn't wait to get on the ice this morning.
Wayne, one of the finest players to ever play the game. I think that he probably felt after his skiing accident that his days of curling might be over. And you know there were lots of days of a lot of pain and recovery and physio to get back to even playing once a week in a fun league as they do.
Almost hack.
But he absolutely fits out here, has made some wonderful shots already this week.
Okay, I like it.
Tim Marsh leads Stones for this wild card team, number 3. Second Brier for Tim. He won a bronze with John Epping in Regina back in 2018.
Really got a curl. Hard, Dave. Hard, Dave.
Dave, go, Dave.
Hard, Dave.
Go, Dave.
Watch it.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Think you want to be biting the 4.
I think it's really good speed here right now.
And this such a familiar front end. The Olympic gold medalists in Sochi won that Brier the year before in Edmonton. And then came back and lost the final in Calgary, as we mentioned. EJ Harnden and brother Ryan, one of the better front ends in the game in the world over the last decade.
And in a conversation with John Morris last night, because he is playing second, EJ is one of the players that he said, when I work out and strive to be better, that's one of the faces I see on my wall of wanting to be better than. He also listed Brett Gallant and Brad Thiessen as people that he is trying to get to be that level and find a way to get above, because he knows that to win, he's going to go head-to-head with them.
Pretty nice numbers for David this week.
Whoa, Tim. Whoa, Tim.
Makes the double. Still shot Stone, Northern Ontario, top 4.
We talked a little bit about Northern Ontario in the opening, Brian, and about some of the struggles, but leading it off, we've talked about Ryan's numbers. He is one of the best in the field, and the tick shots really set Brad Jacobs up. And that confidence we saw yesterday, their attitude can get in their way. Yesterday, it got out of the way, and we started to see a team with winning behaviors, and that is something that you need moving forward.
They did a Zoom call last night with Arthur Perlini, who's been their sports psych for a long time.
We got normal. Whoa.
And felt great, felt mentally great, really excited to come into this Thursday, which is such a critical day to make that championship round of 8.
More.
Well, we've talked about so much about Glenn Howard this week with recovery from his injury, but it is actually his son, Scott, who has been making everything this week. So go with Scott, bail if you need to. Count on him to make the big shot, because he certainly has. And strong leadership, Wayne Middaugh knows this game. Sometimes I think his team can get in his way of too much chatter. Let him lead.
Keys to the game brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, an obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years.
Bite the 4, Mark. Full 8's good. Top 4.
Well, that is not a bad number, 84%, but tied for 4 is not what we're used to seeing. But that one game at 69% will definitely have held Mark back.
Whoa, might over curl.
But his last couple games have really climbed.
Good sweep, guys.
3 Brier titles for Mark Kennedy. He's won as a third, as a second. I'll never forget that run, too, with Kevin Martin, 2008, 2009. They won 26 straight at the Brier. Unbelievable. And then went undefeated, winning Olympic gold. It was one of the best runs you'll ever see out of a team.
Tim! Hard, Tim! Tim! Harder!
Just drives it by Scott Howard.
Never had to sweep it.
Like this.
That's not terrible.
Okay.
Playing for
Back 12.
Such a great media conference yesterday, and it was Scott and it was Wayne. They were so excited. Wayne having that day where he had 2 wins on final stones with his team.
But it still should be decent speed.
And Scott saying, this is one of my heroes. I watched it with my dad for years, and now to get to play with him and be beside him. He's like, yeah, Wayne's the best. He's a legend. They had a big hug on the media scrum there. It was awesome. Really cool moment.
So Mark trying to split those 2 stones up to create some separation, some space. Want to force Wayne Middaugh here in this first end.
No, wait. Clean, yep. Whoa. Hard, EJ. Hard, EJ. Gotta go, EJ. Hard run. Oh, great. Mark.
Little separation now for Northern Ontario.
Well, the only problem with it is that in making the double, you roll behind the corner. I think for Mark, his weight was really close, just curled more than they thought.
Throw it, Scotty. Hair less, yeah.
Hair less. Whoa. No. Tim,
That's pretty impressive. That stat.
Tim. Watch shooter. Roll it. Don't touch it.
Okay. Real good.
So he jams, but rolls behind that guard. There, you see it.
Yeah, doesn't curl the peel at all. Tuck a piece right here, wouldn't it? He's still going to have a hit and roll over here.
You could do that. Yeah. We know this spot pretty good. It's not bad, right?
Speed will be really
It's not that far off of my draw.
And electing to go to the wide out turn, this is very similar to the path, to the draw, to the button.
Enough. More.
Off the top, Kathy, we talked about this team and nothing coming easy for Brad Jacobs.
Okay.
And he told me last night, going out and winning by 1 is the new normal now. You got to be okay with fighting and grinding until the end, and you got to be patient. Patience is the biggest thing here. And I asked him, what's going to be the difference in a week like this? He's like, heart. You know what? It's going to take a lot of heart and believing and being patient. He says the teams are just too good across the board now. They're too good, and you got to get used to winning a game by 1 because that's just how competitive it has become.
It has. You have to get very comfortable with the scoreboard being very tight.
And he said a great example was that win versus Jason Gunlickson. Yes, a million blanks in that game, but they had a game plan. And he says that Gunner thinks the game differently than a lot of players out here.
He does.
And they wanted to make sure they took him out of his comfort zone, and he was thrilled with how they played and how they got the win versus Jason Gunlickson.
Go to get second. Go. Keep going.
And that'll be 3rd shot stone.
I knew that was not going to be a quick there. Pretty quick, but not like
just right in the
in
the fresh pebble.
Do you see this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think the guys can control it better. Board.
Yeah. Might be a hair fraction here, Wayner.
No, I threw it in practice.
Okay.
So I worked that down.
My hit up the middle didn't run too super fresh.
I think you guys can control it better down this path rather than going right in the fresh pebble.
Yeah, whatever you're saying.
Right, because if I throw this middle 8, like that's right in the fresh pebble.
Yeah, it's not too bad down here. Just a few, like 4 feet probably.
Yeah.
Well, Vic likes to say what a mess. This looks like a traffic jam here. Only 3 stones not in play as we check in on sheet A. Gunlickson and Laycock this morning.
Well, Gunlickson clearly getting over his keep it clean philosophy.
Whoa!
That is Jim Cotter. He's throwing the skip stones and skipping this team now.
Was just trying to touch the yellow to red, I think. Just 1.
So a single for Jim Cotter.
Boy, that could have gone bad.
And Steve Laycock on that team with Rick Swatsky and Andrew Nerpin.
Yeah.
Well, a great shot by Wayne to not only hit but roll away. If you stick right there, you give Brad Jacobs the out of hitting and rolling underneath. If you hit and roll underneath, you give Brad Jacobs the out of hitting, or rather drawing around to freezing. But by rolling out into the wings, you know that Jacobs will chase the open stone and create the potential for 2.
Yep. Straight. Yep. Straight. Straight. Straight.
Okay.
And he'll lose the shooter. Yeah, that was such a defensive game. And you guys talked about it in the broadcasts, tying a record for the lowest scoring game. That 3-0 contest.
Well, Jason did not have the hammer to start, and he's very much about analytics. So even when he had hammer, we did not see corner guards thrown up. It was all about trying to move the game along, and when there were opportunities, Manitoba just not able to take advantage of them.
So speaking of opportunities,
Go ahead.
great numbers, Wayne Middaugh.
Go ahead.
Back at the Brier for the first time since 2013, the 3-time Brier champ.
Gotta go. Still gotta go. Line's good. Line's good.
Easy, easy, easy.
Line's good. Keep going.
March and Mathers, the front end
Shot
on the
winner.
scrub.
Keep going, keep going,
Just
keep
wanted
going.
full 8, maybe a bit better than that, and they achieved
Shot
that.
good,
And there
full
is
eight,
2 on the board for Team Wildcard in the Battle of Ontario. Glad you're with us this morning, Canada. We're excited for a feature here on TSN. Lead stones on the way in this second end. This one from Tim March and his side off to a good start, drawing in for 2 in that first end to lead 2-0. And Kathy had a chance to catch up with Glenn Howard last night and got a message from him regarding this team, and he said, Wayner is feeling great. He's rolling. He's on adrenaline right now. Super stoked for the boys. Very proud of them. They prepared so hard. And he said, all 5 of us know we can beat anyone at any time. We're playing good enough at this point to do that. We got to keep playing our game, and good things will happen. And to have a guy like Glenn Howard in his 18th Brier appearance, having your back, now more of a coach and a mentor, still recovering from that unfortunate snowmobiling accident. Just what a weapon to have on your bench.
Well, he's not going to get rattled, that is for sure. And when he comes out for timeouts, he is very much on the same page as Wayne Middaugh, so their discussions very quickly follow the same path.
Spot's real nice, Dave. Tight half's pretty good, boys.
Yeah, exactly. Half tight.
Straight around the center.
Jacob's not particularly concerned about the stones in the house. He's got 2 corner guards that he can utilize.
Clean it early.
Yeah, just short of halfway.
Clean it early.
You're a high half.
4th Brier appearance for Mathers. He played here in Calgary in that Brier in 2015 with Mark Keane. They were 5-6 that year. Also some time with Adam Casey in 2016 with PEI
Right on the center line.
in Ottawa.
Center line.
Good spot.
That's pretty
And he
good,
delivers
actually.
the center line
Shot,
guard.
Davey.
Still tight.
Just need a bit more rotation, too. I was just tight. No, I know, but...
Turn. About thin 7/8.
So he showed you that BC update. They're up 1-0. A lot of rocks in play in that first end. And team wildcard number 1. That is Mike McEwen, 1-0. And Alberta. And Brendan Bottcher up 1-0 over Nicholson and Yukon. E.J. Harnden. Oh boy, moves the yellows behind the corners.
Well, he won't be very happy with that. Was trying to run the guard so that it would roll to a corner and open up the front. And just unfortunate bad breaks. Leaves the shooter there and ticks both to roll under.
Top 12. Short's fine.
Top 12 or just short?
Just short.
Okay.
Couple feet.
Yeah, give you a couple feet. I think it'll be
Line's
quite
good.
I really liked it, boys. Easy Scott for
Just line.
Whoa.
No, no, no.
Whoa.
Weight's real good.
Whoa, right up
Has
here.
not curled yet.
Whoa.
We're top 8.
Whoa.
Top 12. Tim, go and never stop.
Tim. Get a center guard out of it.
Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim. Hard, Tim.
Tim. Keep it going.
Keep going. Harder, Tim.
Keep
Harder,
going. We
Tim.
gotta get around it. Okay.
Spot. What the heck happened to that?
Why'd that curl?
I don't know. It's straight on that side, man.
Reds, maybe.
Got to be careful here.
Can we just play it onto that one and roll it, kind of?
Can you make that double?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you like the red?
Yeah.
Somewhere in here?
Yeah. Yeah, and if it goes right through the hole, it goes right through the hole.
I'm still thinking peel.
Yeah.
Because the shooter. Out turn.
Out turn hair high. Try to nut that one.
So trying to run one of theirs back. He doesn't want to run the other one to the left as you look at that, even though that is closer, because that really is a corner guard. This is more of an almost center. They don't mind having it out of the way.
All right.
Same speed, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, line.
Really wide, really wide.
Wait only.
Wide.
Wanna go big.
Got to curl, boys.
Got a curl.
Would like to go a little for weight.
Got to curl.
Fourth Brier
Got it,
appearance for
girl.
Scott Howard, and as we talked about, one of our
Okay, Dave, you
keys
go
to this
too.
game,
curl,
he's
line
really
now.
improved with
You're
each
right.
appearance,
Keep
more
going,
confidence.
go. Keep
Was an
going.
alternate for
Hard, Tim.
Dad
Keep
at that
going.
Brier
Keep
and
going,
World
buddy.
win
Go,
back
go,
in
go.
2012.
Hard. Where's it go?
Scrub.
And making a name for himself, Scott Howard, each and every appearance, more and more confidence.
I didn't throw it that hard.
Great shot.
Just off nose, hair high.
Adding to the pressure that Northern Ontario faces.
This guy in the top 5 all-time for winning percentage.
Really got to go.
At the Brier, Mark Kennedy.
Whoa.
Sweep it. Jeez.
And that has been a bit of a struggle when we look at thirds. The difference between Mark Kennedy, often who is considered one of the best all time and carrying the it factor. For Mark, he was as high as 94. We actually see that as an average in many Briers, but a low at 69, not so much. On the other side, we've talked about the consistency of Scott Howard. When your low is at 80%, you're still contributing in a big way and making the shots less difficult for the skip.
Yeah, he's a 3-time Brier champ, 2-time world champ.
Yep.
Winning a Brier at 2 positions.
Whoa, Dave.
Only one guy in history
Whoa.
has won the Brier at 3
Yeah.
different positions, and he's calling on his sweepers right now, Wayne Middaugh.
Right to it.
Nice shot.
It just calls
Brad,
his
I
own
touched
line.
this one on the way by. I don't think I moved.
I don't think it moved, Dave.
Yeah, perfect. Good scrub, Dave.
Just never. It's called his own line.
Feet in here to the top button, Mark.
Okay.
It's right where my draw is. So I think it's a 405.
Okay.
Like it. Just wait for it if you can. It'll be a 405.
So, Kathy, for viewers at home now, they were running back and trying to clean things up. Is this a change of strategy, or is this
This
part
is
of
the
the game
switch.
plan?
No, this is the switch. At this point, you've got pretty much all of the 8-foot open. You're not going to be peeling those stones out and giving your opponent a chance to get in there again. So trying to bury with Mark.
We're a little heavy. Oh, boy.
Good. Sit. Okay.
Good throw, Mark.
Good throw.
Good sweep, fellas. That slid good enough. But Mark's his a fair bit tighter.
So the button, though, available here for Wayne Middaugh.
You can expect that with Mark, if you move that stone up a foot, now Wayne has to play the run back and maybe flirts with jamming on one of those stones. But because it slid that little bit deep, even if Wayne is biting the top 4 foot, really reducing scoring area for Jacobs.
Taking same weight?
Yeah, close. Yeah, close.
No matter what, just put it on the tee line.
Yep.
Okay?
So Mark the lefty release. Wayne obviously right-handed thrower.
Got all
His
there. Back
out-turn
four.
drop.
Short's flying.
Back four.
Whoa,
Just
then.
give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Whoa, then.
Give it a chance. Wait, close.
Line's good.
Tim, you got to go.
Line's good.
So his out turn will run straighter than Mark's in turn.
Clean. Straight. You got to get it here, boys.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Go. You got lines perfect.
Come on.
Go.
Love the line. Do they love the weight? Got to drag it in. Shot stone. It is Team Wildcard. Over on sheet B, it is the Northwest Territories and Team Wildcard number 1, Mike McEwen. And McEwen's got a couple, one on the button, one on the forefoot, and one to come from Greg Skogie.
Well, and looking at that ice, this looks like about a hack to board weight shot, trying to raise his own.
Yep.
Oh, he's not. He's coming on the in-off.
Hard. Real hard.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah, that red stone. Way out on the weeds. Well, plan B. And no, almost got lucky with plan B. That was not the stone they were trying to play off, and it is a steal
could have crouched them
for 2 and a 3-0 lead for Mike McEwen.
Well, the difficulty.
Speed's nice here.
So is this a setup shot with his first? I don't think he can get shot stone. Can he, Kathy? Can he come in there?
If he grazes a little bit,
yeah,
he could, but like really tough, Brian. But if he can be corner frozen,
then something with his last,
absolutely, there will be angles.
Like kind of throw, might draw the button throw.
You can hear the voice of Jason Gudlickson. A 5-1 record coming in, facing BC.
Yeah.
And he's got one to come.
Yeah, but that's max, like full sweep. Yeah.
So from that broom, it's not going to be a heater, is it? Looks like just a tap for 2.
Good release, though.
It appears to me that he is already shot.
So quiet tap here for 2 or draw?
I think he can just draw. It looked very much from the overhead that the red stone that's frozen to the yellow is already shot, but needs half of his stone in the forefoot.
Hasn't moved much yet, but
yeah, you're right, Kathy. Straight draw.
Perfect line.
Keep drilling it. All you got, Matt.
15-1. Gotta go. Come on, buddy. Go. You still got it.
Negevin, Wozniak, Adam Casey in the house on this Manitoba team, and just enough for 2. Nice draw weight.
Oh, great brushing.
That was a big number to get there. Good sweep.
As he gets 2.
You even hear that from Steve Laycock, a big number to get there, so timing the speed, probably thinking at the hog line it was not going to get there.
Strategy-wise, though, Kat, you could have played the quiet tap if you chose to, or no? Is that the play?
You could have, but why would you risk moving your shot stone when you're already shot?
The wide's perfect.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think it'll get over there for sure.
You never get the cross. It's going to be 4 feet slower here. God, I think it's going to be a bit. I think we can make it up, though.
You see anything else? I don't see that much else, do you?
Got to think it's a hair slower here, Wayne. Hair slower, Wayne. But 4 feet, maybe? We can make it up the street. Real tight.
That's good. It's supposed to be.
Hit it a little early for line.
Whoa.
Ready to go.
Just trying to block the draw path for Brier Jacobs.
Doesn't need to curl.
Just needs to stop.
Too much weight.
No!
Too much weight.
It's good. It's really good.
It is. It's really heavy.
good.
Stop top. It's really heavy. It needs to stop.
This really needs to stop. Jeez.
It's good.
Foot too far.
Useless.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, no, I know. Whichever one.
I like that red. Try to just plant that red right here. Yeah.
You want to play off your own, looking at driving this back. That goes there. You may lose your shooter, but if that yellow one pops out, the potential is for 2 if he's able to nut
I
it.
don't see it doing much.
No, right there.
Kathy, these are the shots when they made that Brier run and the Olympic run and won the trials. These are the shots that Brad seemed to make automatic.
Well, sometimes you just feel it. The one thing for sure that he knows in his mind is that with that up weight, they're not going to get movement. So where he lets it go is pretty close to where it's going to hit that guard.
He's made a career out of these shots. Final stone in 2. It is the run back. It is a tough shot.
Straight.
And he'll clip that yellow.
Yellow.
And a great start here for Team Wildcard. And Wayne Middaugh, a steal of 1 and a 3-point cushion here in Calgary. Glad you're with us on this Thursday morning. It's the final day of round robin play in pool competition. And tomorrow that championship round of 8 begins. Both these teams trying to get there. And a great start for the Glenn Howard team, skipped by Wayne Middaugh, the 3-time Brier champ. And off to a great start, picking up 2 in the first, a steal of 1 in the second. So here in 3, again, it is Brad Jacobs, Red Stones, with Hammer trying to generate some offense.
And definitely props to the wildcard team for putting their stones in the right spot. But when I look back on that end, I think about both runbacks by E.J. Harnden just not working out. And instead of just peeling, they really didn't work out. They wound up rolling theirs over and creating a tougher situation. And then that just went through the order.
It's good there. Attaboy.
So same approach in this end. The 2 corner guards. Middaugh will guard. And then we'll see what Northern Ontario is able to do in the runbacks here in 3.
Line's good.
Real tight.
There.
Well then, felt okay for weight.
Gotta be short.
Weight's okay. Easy,
Needs to be
Scott. It's
short.
going to be Tim eventually. Max weight.
Right here.
Weight's good.
Right
No,
here.
it's too heavy. Too heavy.
Weight's perfect.
Whoa, Tim. No, Tim.
Right on your broom.
Okay.
Just line it up. Looks good.
Whoa.
Know that Brad
Tim, no, it's
Jacobs
good.
won those Olympic curling trials in Winnipeg 2013. Made their play with Epping that year in Winnipeg in those trials. It was quite the year. You were there. Ron Burgundy showed up.
It's true.
It was quite the year that year, with Jennifer Jones and Brad Jacobs winning and winning Olympic gold in Sochi for Canada.
Hard mark. Hard mark.
Roll it off.
Well, you mentioned those run backs. EJ just can't catch a break and clip something in the house.
But at least he opened it up this time. Last time he got the unfortunate result of leaving the shooter there and leaving the stones in the house. At least it's moved over.
Wayne?
Yeah, a little bit. Pretty close to same spots. Not bad.
Spot's good, 8 or 7.
Just a bit of a rock situation.
Good catch.
Before the game, the teams decide who's throwing what rocks, and he had that moment, am I throwing 8 or 7? Want to make sure that you're throwing the 2 that have been assigned to you.
That begins a week from today, and that is the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. Kathy and myself will be calling the action. Very excited for that.
Super excited. It is such a fast-paced game. Many of the women that we saw at the Scotties, the men that we're seeing here at the Brier are pairing up.
Go. Shot.
Spot.
So center guard, 2 in the house right now for Team Wildcard.
That rock's slower, Dave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brad, I can see a bunch of it.
What?
Can we play the hit and roll? Like, let's get offensive a little bit. I can see 3.
Do you guys like that?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if you roll wide open, it changes play a bit.
Exactly.
Like a hack each?
Yeah.
Sure, hack board.
And a great call from EJ from the hack. I think for Brad, he sees the center guard and he's just on that run it back, get rid of them. But you do have the opportunity, because that didn't finish, to be able to get to the back. And if you hit and roll under, now Wayne Middaugh has to think about his decision.
Good board.
Yep. Whoa.
Heavy.
Whoa, right.
Heavy. Hard, Ryan. Hard. Piece.
Hard, right.
And just caught in that spot. I think the weight was close.
That weight was good.
Updates continuing, and there you see the Red Stones, 2 in the house belonging to Team Alberta and Brendan Botcher, as they are facing the Yukon this morning.
Well, Brendan made a great shot on his first one. Lots of stones in play, made a double and moved things all over and rolled one of his behind those corner guards. That's why Dustin is facing 2 right now.
Line's good.
Dustin Mickelson,
We need 8 foot.
the intern, draw to try and pick up his single.
Just full 8. Just queen then. Just queen.
Gotta play. Sure. It's a little heavy.
13 players making their Brier debuts this year in Calgary, including that young man, and that will hang on for a single. Good for him, as they'll tie it up at 1.
Good. Well, you gotta try.
Yeah.
Well, a good berry.
You hate the same shot? This?
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't hate it. No. Hack.
You guys like this?
Yeah, I do. I like it. Yeah.
It's tough, but Mark obviously feels he can see enough, probably 3/4 from the hack.
Mention those 3 Briers for Mark Kennedy.
Whoa.
2000. On, then off, whoa, roll it, and a little bit too far. Just got caught on the line call a bit.
Well, it's tough. You're trying to navigate that port. You underthrow it and you just tick the top one. That doesn't do you any good, and so they had to make sure they got by.
Whatever you like.
And shot stone is still team wildcard. All right, I'm getting my math counting in this morning. There's 1, 2, 3 belonging to Mike McEwen. So it is the open outturn draw for Greg Skogie out of the Yellowknife Curling Club.
And this Yellowknife team has really pushed a lot of teams this week. They may not have the record that they had wanted to have,
good. You need
but that has
backing,
been
you
a
gotta
lot
go.
of last rock decisions or 10th end. It could go either way.
Yep. Hard. You got backing.
And familiar faces on this team. We've seen Tom Nogler before,
Have
Robert Borden, Brad
Jerry.
Patzer on the team. He had the backing, didn't really need it. Nice weight. So a single, and McEwen leads 3-1.
It's the same as you threw last. Not much difference.
Well, Scott Howard removing that stone, but now that there's stones only in the 12-foot, trying to be aggressive and make Wayne Middaugh make a good one.
Top button. Top 4.
So needs to navigate the port.
Line's good.
Line.
Room.
Not room. Line's good.
Line's good. Top 4.
Top 4.
Clean. Yep. Room.
Just
Yep.
Roll if you can.
Yep. Top button. T. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, you're by.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. No.
Sit. Touch it. Sit. Don't leave him that shot again.
Sit. Good sweep.
Good. You got to move it this time, Wayne. Throw.
Tim, just be careful.
And there's the alternate Lee Toner. He's played in 3 Briers as a player, most recently in Calgary in 2009 with Mike Jacobou. And he's also an emergency physician at Health Sciences North in Sudbury. And he's been on the front lines with COVID-19. And we tip our cap to him, doing so much work behind the scenes. And that is them preparing for COVID and getting ready. That's obviously not a real patient in the background, as him and his staff really doing all they can to fight the pandemic. And so much respect Brad Jacobs has for him. He calls Lee incredible. He's got great perspective, and
Yeah, I know.
he's simply to the point kind of guy, and a great team guy on this team, and also pretty good coach. Remember Melissa McClure, who is Melissa Adams? Coached her to that Canadian junior title here in Calgary back in 1998. He was her coach back then. He was born in New Brunswick and a great part of this team. So we thank you, Lee Toner, for all your work.
We do.
I don't think either of us.
Well, 2 ends in a row. Mark Kennedy sliding just that little bit deep, opening the door. And 2 ends in a row. Wayne Middaugh making a really good shot on his first one.
Well, if we're here in front of it,
He's got to take that away, and then you got the corner.
we may have to almost rub and kind of roll in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's your shot, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only.
Here's
even
what he's
fully,
looking to
pretty good.
line up for his last shot if he needs to. Trying
Right
to
here?
tee this up right now
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, bud. Let's
on the
make it.
corner so that any movement of that red guard into it would pop the yellow for potentially 2 or 3.
What are you thinking? Yeah. Well, you give us 2 shots. If you're right here, he's got to take this away, and then you got that. We just don't want to get oversunk.
Okay, so top 8.
Kathy, Brad wanted to send a big hello out to Morris Posabon, who is his wife Shauna's dad. And we hear Morris was in a pretty serious accident, and he's in Sudbury Hospital. So we want to give Morris a big hello and a shout out and say hi and hope you're feeling a lot better. And just so you know that Brad is thinking about you a lot.
Okay, line's a little tight.
Road. Line's good.
Line's
Clean.
good.
Yep.
Line's good.
Don't really want to.
Yep.
Yep. It's back.
Clean.
T-line.
Team.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Just line. We're bouncing.
Whoa. Whoa. Got to play tight then. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We're
Whoa.
still there.
Whoa.
His first year in
Whoa.
3, Skip Stones.
It's pretty good.
Little tap.
Pretty good. Good shot, Brad.
So he is first and third.
Rolled just a little bit more than he wanted to. He wanted it to be just a couple inches higher on the
Pretty
corner.
good, man.
Not bad.
Good shot.
That's quick there, Mark.
Yeah, he's quick everywhere right now.
Shooter, all right? Because you're right here.
Yep.
I think you hit that, boys.
Or you tap it an inch.
Pretty tough deuce if you do.
Or you
Yeah,
just-
you're right, Tim. Actually, he's got a tough deuce right now.
He's going to have to use that. Well, that he can't even use that
Yeah, when
as a
you
catcher.
guard that, what has he got?
He runs this. He hits it here.
Could he
Yeah.
make it soft for
Might be-
3 or no?
Yeah, he can make it for 3.
He can never make it soft for 3, can he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can make it both ways for 3. So you can tap this an inch, then it's only ever for 2, max. Or you can try and literally play a board waiter.
Yeah.
But you got to get this out of the 8-foot. Like if
You've
it
got
doesn't
half
go,
a rock.
You got half a rock, yeah.
do I have that much?
You don't have half. You can throw any way you want at it. You've got
It's
less
still-
than a quarter
He's got
rock.
this, though,
That's
right?
pretty easy for 2.
It's not shot, though.
That's not shot if he catches
No.
on that.
What if I just tap that an inch? Stay here. It's only for 2 then, but it's really hard.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, that's real good. Whatever
Wait,
he
do you
does
ever,
is
do you
right.
ever,
Just threw
do
it,
you ever
too.
tap to get shot, though?
No, but then it's still only for
Still
2.
for 2.
Still only for 2.
As long as we don't leave some sort of double.
How are you gonna get it? Yeah, that's why you
No, I mean,
can't.
that's why if you don't tap
that-
it too
that's
much.
why
All you
can't
got to
tap
do
it.
is get the red
But that's why you can't tap.
12 inches.
So let's play it, and if we got the line, we'll bump it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a hair less? Same.
Same. I think the same,
like
Gomer,
this.
because that was.
So they
on
talked
this
about
one for a
different
long time.
weights. You can get enough of that stone to tap it back here, but then that creates an opportunity for 3. So instead, just coming down with the stone, going to tap it back just that very little bit. And if you're right on top and you're not sticking out, there's no double off the yellows.
thought I'd
That
get 'em all,
shot,
just
that
peel
angle
everything.
slash is still
But
going
I
to be
won't
there
go.
for
It's
Brad
too
Jacobs,
tight.
but it becomes much, much tougher.
I don't know what his.
Doesn't touch it. We're just tapping it right up, right?
Yeah.
Off
What kind
the-
of weight?
Off the yellow. I don't know, like almost what I threw just now.
I like this. I think I win. Same weight.
Yeah, literally the exact same weight. Just get
That's
it
what I
through
love
the
so
hole,
much
and
about
it'll
this
be
game,
good.
Kathy. There's a million options every end, and there's not a wrong way to do it. You just got to find a way to do it and be closest to that pinhole at the end of the end.
And that's why we often have issues with time clocks at Scotties and Briers. It's not necessarily always because teams are slow. It's because every situation is unique.
Harder, Tim. Harder, Tim. Harder, Tim.
Tim March.
No, straight. You got to go hard on the shooter. Hard
And
on the
now
shooter.
Mathers trying to chip it into that pocket. Don't want to set up a double.
I don't like the looks of this,
Might
though.
be there, right?
Good pop,
This is
yellow
always
straight
touching the
up.
6.
Yeah. Just a hair less ice.
Yeah, it's a little heavy on you.
Just, that's for 2. He made it a little easier for you, right? I'd love for these guys to take a look, because I think that...
It looks like it's touching that,
But-
Mark.
But is that bad if it touches it? Like, does it touch it and wiggle through? EJ, quick. Go ahead. No, EJ.
Might chisel off the back now.
EJ played third for a very long
Like, it looks like
time
you're
for
going
Brad
right into the
Jacobs.
side of it.
He's
Looking-
kind of the angle guy
The
on this
angle
team. Yeah.
guy.
This is there for 2, obviously. Right. But I'm just wondering if this, like, it looks like you're going to go right into the side of it. Where does that 5 go? It's obviously hitting the 6 pretty hard, but is it going to squirt through? Like, Like, is it worth a go? I mean,
if you're unsure, then play the 2.
Whole game.
That's what I was.
Well, think about it though. If you hit this on the nose here, and it touches the 6, like I think it's going through. How does it not?
I'm just wondering how much it's going to hit if it just hits this and stays here.
Right. I mean,
That's what I'm wondering.
You'd have to throw it hard, but even if it does that, should your shooter not be second shot? Is it not for 2 anyway? I don't know, guys. I think it's.
I thought it would go off the back and out.
So do I. I think it's worth it.
What turn do you like?
Out turn.
Out turn to keep it a little higher.
Keep it higher.
Out turn high, like a little more dead though.
See on the left, the Tim's delivery, that one red stone. Could you ever drive that in and pick the yellow's queen and get 3?
I'm okay if you don't
or is
like
that crazy?
The other side, I think it's just for 2, Brian. They're hoping that this is for 3.
I think it's hitting that pretty thick.
So you hit this stone really thick.
I don't want to take too much more time.
Yeah.
Something else. You hit this stone really thick. It comes across. They know that. It is going to touch this stone for sure. The question is, does it go out this way, or does it hit it far enough and then just kind of go splat?
You might be surprised that we get a little bit more downward action here than we think.
I was hoping for a scoosh from you. A scooch?
I like it, man. I like it.
It may go splat.
Now, let's pick our spot, though. I think you're trying to hit like 2/3.
Yeah, you got to hit a big chunk of it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How important is just scoring here, Kathy, for this team at this point?
Well, scoring and scoring 2 is huge because you have an easier shot on the in-turn side, the red onto yellow for 2. This has the potential for 3, but you have to score a couple of points.
I know it's early, but key moment in this game. Final stone in 3. Big time weight. Bang. 1, 2. Clips it, moves it, and I think enough for just 1.
I think so too.
You may take a look, but 1 for sure. Yeah. Kennedy kicks it away.
It has to curl just 1 whisper more, and it's a pair.
So they're on the board as Wayne Middaugh, team wildcard, leading by 2 with Hammer when we come back. Final stone here in 10, down by 1. Get the yellows moving, bang them, score that yellow. How far? Oh, what a win for Wayne Middaugh.
Go. Davey, go.
Stay with it all the way. Now the carry. Get it by that one. Take it down by that one and then sit there. Oh, the voodoo that you do. Oh, what a shot. Wayne Middaugh picks up the deuce.
He hasn't skipped a beat, hasn't he? 3-time Brier champ. Won in 93 and 98 as a skip. Won as a third with Glenn again in 2012. 3-time world champ as well. And he is back. First time, as we mentioned, since 2013, winning bronze at the Brier in Edmonton. And he had that really serious injury skiing. Basically has a titanium rod in his leg. And he is back with a vengeance and turning back the clock, and so much respect for so many of the younger players in the field. And he's got a lead in our feature. Up 3-1, team wildcard over Brad Jacobs in Northern Ontario.
You can peel the middle one, too.
It's
way better, Dave.
You got to take a run at it.
Tough shot in that last end for Brad Jacobs. Tried that
It's a shade high.
double. Had to hit it just a little bit, what, about an inch or even closer, Kathy?
Even less. Just had to graze a little bit more of that first stone to get the pair.
Get it. It's good, though.
Not bad.
Shot, Dave.
So you saw the great accomplishments, and it's so great to see Wayne Middaugh back. And you have to think maybe there was some nerves, even with all his experience, as we welcome in a very proud spectator in wife Sherry Middaugh. And Sherry, we appreciate you joining us. How proud are you to see Wayne back, not only just playing again, but at the level that he's playing with this team?
Oh, we are so proud. The girls and I, like Kelly and Emily, his daughters, we're so proud of him. And, you know, we knew that he was nervous and anxious going in, and but we knew we could do it. So it's just all about believing, and he's got a great support system with Glenn and the boys behind him, too.
Sherry, take us back to the initial injury if people aren't familiar. I mean, it was pretty devastating on his leg, and how hard he had to work to come back to even have this opportunity here.
Oh, exactly. I mean, he would have never imagined playing again competitively. I mean, it took him 2 years to get back on the ice, just one game a week. And even then, you know, he was in a lot of pain, and you know, some days his leg was better than others, but you could even tell when he was playing one game a week, just that desire and the competitive spirit. Like, I don't think that ever goes away. It's just physically if he was able to play, and he's proving it.
Sherry, when you talk about his nerves, was he more nervous about playing on this team, about playing again at the Brier, the strategy, the change in brooms? What aspect, when you guys talked about him coming to the Brier, was he the most apprehensive about?
I think just the fact he wasn't sure if he would be able to last, you know, the rigors of that many games physically. Sure. And again, you know, the pressure of being a skip, too, is you don't want to let your team down. You know, he knew that, you know, unfortunately because of Glenn's accident, that he got this opportunity to play again. And you know, like his mom always says to us, don't embarrass the family. And, you know, we you know, thanks, Judy. But it's just one of those that he just, you know, there was a lot of pressure, and he was excited to be back, but he was anxious, and he just wanted to make sure that he could compete and still make the shot. Because in his mind, he knows what he is capable of and what he was capable of.
So for viewers, for some perspective, living with him, Sherry, how competitive is Wayne in general? Like all the time?
All the time. I remember when we had our first daughter, I think we went out on a date, and we boated into Midland, and we went bowling. And I remember I beat him, and we don't bowl, but I beat him. And the next thing I knew, he was out the door, headed for the boat, and he was going to leave me. Like, I'm thinking, really, buddy? Like, so competitive, good and bad, right? But it's just, that's who he is, and he's like that. He's a type A personality, which is great for sport and for a career. But he's very competitive.
And Sherry, you were in the bubble. How much did you talk with him about your experience to get him and his team ready?
It was great, and I know that men's teams and women's teams are so different. So when I talked about food and ordering in food and being organized, men don't quite do that. But it was mainly just the perspective of that you have to adapt, and even though the protocols are set out, there's always things that are changing. So just being flexible, adapting, but having a schedule in place, but knowing that you might have to change it last minute. So it was nice that I was able just to say, you know, it's great, but you're limited to what you can do, and, you know, don't get upset about it, and just embrace the fact that you're able to curl again.
Well, Sherry, we appreciate your time and knowing the Middaugh family. I'm assuming you got a Caesar in your hand. Thank you so much, and we appreciate the time that you took with us, and it's pretty awesome, even as curling fans, to watch Wayne back.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic, and they're off to a good start this game.
Thanks,
Great
Sherry.
talking to you,
Thank
Sherry.
you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Thanks, Kathy.
Line's good.
And that is Sherry Middaugh, wife of Wayne Middaugh, super fan right now. We saw her in the bubble as well, coaching Tracy Fleury's team, skipped by Chelsea Carey.
Right to the nose.
And some great perspective as we're into third stones here in the fourth end. And Mark Kennedy, back button for shot stone.
You saw Scott Howard make a great shot to move things around, but leaving that one stone behind the tee line, Northern Ontario jumping on the opportunity.
Gotta hit it high, though, no?
Yeah, to try and just pick it.
What's that?
Unless you want to play
So let's get you caught up around the ice surface here at Winsport Arena. It's Gunlickson, a 2-1 advantage over Steve Laycock, Team BC. Skip stones, and skipping the team now is Jim Cotter, and he's throwing the in-turn tap, I believe, to pick up 3, unless I'm missing
No,
a stone.
I think
No,
you're
it's
right.
3.
He's got the open hit.
Partner,
We always talk about Jim Cotter, one of the nicest men in curling, and just struggling a little bit coming in this week. But he sure can play.
And it sticks around. It is 3. And in our feature, man, Scott Howard made some red disappear.
Now, we've talked about Scott just playing so well, just playing comfortable, running it back, picking it out. And the biggest thing beyond line 2 is that he got rid of the stone that was theirs at the back of the 4. So for this shot for Brad Jacobs, he's going to have to just draw straight. There's nothing to freeze to in the 4-foot.
You think of young players, Kathy, or players in general, including the Jacobs team, who really had their coming out party in Edmonton. I think for Scott Howard, this is that championship. He's really elevated his game this year.
It's close.
That's good. You can wait.
And I do think it helps that Wayne Middaugh, beyond being this icon, was also a family friend. He saw him with his dad. They know each other really well, so you don't feel like you need to impress. You're just curling for somebody who you've known your whole life.
Go. Right here, whoa, gotta be shot though, gotta be shot.
And Brad here with his first,
Yep.
and it will be shot stone.
Good sweep.
Pretty good spot.
Good shot, Brad. Good shot. Just stopped on a dime there.
He just, yep.
Well, they can see all of that.
Right in the nose is perfect.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, you want to try and miss the back one, but it doesn't matter. If you nose it and they just...
Nose misses it, Wayne.
Little, yeah, okay.
Just.
Center of the rock.
A lot of rocks around the button and the forefoot between Northwest Territories and Mike McEwen. And final one to come from the Manitoba skip.
Yep.
I think he's playing the double for a bundle.
Clean.
Just not the week that Team Wildcard and Mike McEwen were anticipating.
No.
Little tap. And that yellow is still moving, stops. Wow, that's 4.
Yeah.
So in command up 7-1.
4.
And Wayne Middaugh just
Yeah, you have to get tight to the guard.
Oh.
misses by the
Set it that much.
top.
Like half an inch. Half an inch wide.
And with that weight, that's going to be half an inch off when he hits the stone.
And now for the first time in this game, as we check the replay, a chance for Brad Jacobs
really
to
close.
put some
I think
pressure
It's close.
on Wayne Middaugh.
Okay, like a full 4, top button type weight.
Ryan, half in the 4. Half in the 4.
A lot of perspective from Brad last night, Kathy. He feels the shelf life of a curler is getting smaller. A lot of great young players are coming up. He's actually curious how many guys will play after 40, especially on his team, with the working out and the travel and the training.
Felt a little crunchy.
And he admitted it's because we do everything 100,000,000%. Like if we're going to
That is the way of the world.
we got to buy in, and it's exhausting. So he says, yeah, this is our window, and we're probably on the second half of our window or our opening to win again.
Come on, Ryan, right here, buddy.
Come on, Ryan!
You're dead very.
It's a big commitment as his front end is committing to trying to drag this in.
Okay, you're good. Great
That's a
sweep.
great spot as they lie too, and the force is on here for Wayne Middaugh.
And I agree with Brad Jacobs. It's not about ability. He's going to have the ability for many more years to come. Wayne Middaugh is an exclamation point on that. But it is the commitment. Do you want to be chasing points? Do you want to be away for a week at a time to compete and then come back for a day? That means that you either don't have a job, you have a very flexible job. There's so many things that go into competing at a very high level that have nothing to do with just the desire to play.
And that's why Brad has so much respect for this guy right here and coming back and doing what he's doing. That injury,
You need the backing.
and at 53 years young. Final stone here. Wayne Middaugh in 4, drawing against 2.
No backing.
Needs to stop.
All on its own at this point.
It's going to bite. Shot, Wayner.
And it hangs on. Back 4, shot stone, and a single for Team Wildcard. Out of the Penetang Machine Curling Club in Ontario, in this Battle of Ontario, as Howard leads by 3. The corner guard going up as Ryan Harnden. There you see the red stone, the corner, as Brad Jacobs and the team from the Sioux throwing the red stones, getting hammer back and trying to generate some offense here in 5, down by 3.
Heavy.
No, it's not heavy. Weight's good.
Just clean, Scott.
Scott!
Weight's good, Wayne.
Whoa, just clean.
Weight's good.
Just clean.
Weight's perfect.
No, just Scott. Only Scott.
Whoa, yeah, keep it going.
No. Let it go.
Take the other.
No.
Shot, Tim.
Shot, Tim.
Hey-oh.
What?
Hey-o.
Anything low.
A lot of
anything
rocks in
around
play.
those
Shot stone
2
belonging to
millimeter
Team
low is
Yukon
3.
as we check in on
We have to get pretty
Brendan
low. to-
Botcher. I think Dustin Mickelson, that yellow stone, I believe that was his final stone, Kathy. Am I
It
correct?
was. He was trying to freeze on top. He's got a piece, but I think he knows it may not be good enough. For Brendan, if he can cross it at all, the opportunity is for 5.
Well, Mickelson's got a big cheering section, though, right now, because if Brendan Botcher wins, he'll eliminate the 4 lost teams in that pool.
Oh, no.
And that's the oh no, because it will be a steal of 1.
Darn it.
That's why you play the games. You never know at the Tim Hortons Brier what could unfold. As Yukon looking for their first win.
Thanks.
And up 2-1 after 5.
It's going to overcurl. It's going to overcurl.
Straight guard, this one isn't terrible. Sit down, baby, sit down.
It's not bad,
It's not
Davey.
bad, Dave.
Okay.
Pretty good spot.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, me
Then
too.
he hits and roll.
Just here.
Back 8.
Freeze.
Block it right on.
We talked with Sherry, and she was able to talk with Wayne about the bubble and that experience. Well, this guy right here, Brad Jacobs, good friends with Leafs general manager Kyle Dubas. Kyle from Sault Ste. Marie and was the GM up there in the OHL.
It's close.
And they had a great discussion about the bubble for the NHL, and they talked about the Leafs challenges in that bubble. Mindset came up a lot. And what Kyle told them, the successful NHL teams in the bubble were teams with veteran players. They knew their window was closing. They knew they had to take and make the best of the opportunity. And the guys that were in great shape in that bubble and the team culture in that bubble. And they wanted to leave no stone unturned in getting all the help and information they could get. And they relied on a pretty good resource of Kyle Dubas.
Hey,
Okay.
normal.
You can go firm, Dave.
Well, lots of separation between that stone just thrown. You saw those numbers for EJ. That is not anywhere near the potential or what is typical. And then when you look at the other side, some wonderful numbers for David.
Tim.
Oh, man.
Why are we sweeping them?
We're really missing your line calls.
Like, we just don't need to. We don't need to be panic out of the hand, right?
Yeah, just let it settle.
Good throw. I read it wrong.
It's okay.
Well, that's your get out of jail free
Or
card.
do you want to go far? 1 sec, please.
You don't think just moving it a bit? Then he can't run
Said to leave it to him. So
I don't want to take too much time here.
Is there a pocket or no?
There's no pocket.
Okay.
No. Only other thing is if you try to roll bigger, you might chip that though, which wouldn't be terrible.
just make the roll in, bud. We don't have enough time to.
What's that?
Just make the roll
Yeah,
in.
board?
And Mark wanting to make sure that they maintain a pace of play and not overthink sometimes when you have an opportunity.
Whoa, Mark.
We're heavy.
Still got to go that way. Still got to go. Whoa, yep, still Mark. Whoa.
So now maybe the other corner guard,
Heavy.
the audible,
Mark.
TV left, and just getting caught.
That is that spot that we've seen 3 now stay very, very straight. And so bringing down the weight perhaps can help it get that finish.
Do we beat him to it?
Yep, I like that. It'll go in there.
Top 4, Scotty.
Yeah.
Made this a bunch, boys. Speed's good. Yeah.
Clean early.
Scott and David
Clean
playing in a
early.
Canadian junior
Wait,
here in
good.
Calgary back in
It's a hair day.
2011
I thought there,
with
yeah.
Matt Camp,
Easy.
who's also in the field, losing that final to
Line's good.
Braden Muscowie.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Clean
And
early.
you saw
clean
those
it.
great numbers for
Clean
Scott.
early.
Play the weight, boys.
Clean early.
You got room.
Let me know.
Clean it.
Line's
Tim.
Tim, if you can. Only if you can.
Needs to sit a little. Pretty good shot, Scott.
Good shot, Scotty.
Well, sliding a couple of inches deeper than he wanted, but some wonderful draw weight, and it wasn't the draw weight, it was the hit weight last end that really set his team up and into a great spot. Every time Brad Jacobs and his Northern Ontario team feel like they're getting something going, Well, this team comes right back, runs it back, picks it out, and actually scatters those stones out of the back of the 4-foot. Now, Wayne does have to draw for the single, but this creates an opening and sets his team up much, much better.
Well, you saw the fist bump. I thought you'd have maybe the Russ Howard gun after a big shot like that. The key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Go, go, go! Line's good.
Whoa!
Good sweep, guys.
What a boy.
And how about an answer right there from Mark Kennedy?
Very nice.
That. You can go here, right on it. Same throw, exact same throw.
Air more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, right off, right
Back
off. Right
button,
off.
back four.
Right off.
Whoa,
We're harder, Wayne. Back four.
whoa, whoa. Tim
Harder.
only.
No, like
3 stones, one right on that button, and it's covered, belonging to Mike McEwen and team wildcard number 1. And that's what's facing Greg Skogie with his final in 5.
Well, for Greg, you can see that even if he corner freezes it, it's not shot. So he has to tap it back and keep his shooter right there in order to score.
Line should be good. Just put it on the tee. Have a look. Have a look. Yep, yep. Line. Hard. Hard line. Hard line. Real hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
And that's
hard line,
not to be.
hard line.
Little late and a little tap.
Free ball.
And yeah, 3 ball. So
It's not me. I don't.
it's all going wildcard's way. But they're in tough, 4 losses. They are literally on life support, and especially watching over to Sheet C and Brendan Bottcher, who is down, though, 2-1 to UConn.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Get off there if you can. Get off.
Okay, sorry, boys. Good sweeper. Good sweep.
So they are shot stone, Northern Ontario, but the yellow's piling up and scoring 2.
Well, that's the bigger
That's
challenge.
the issue, yeah.
It sure
He
is.
doesn't have much right now, boys.
That's what I'm getting at.
They locked their last
This.
stone by it not bouncing off.
This. So he gets 3 of ours. Right?
Then you might have a double or something. Is this not good, boys? You just have to get the line perfect.
Yeah, you just have to get the line perfect. No, wait.
What's he doing if you throw one up
Even
here?
that's fine, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking, just a guard.
What's he do if you throw it up
We
here?
throw a guard. We just
He's got to run something, boys.
He's got this to get both yellow. It's
I
not
don't
there,
think
is it?
so.
It's not easy.
I think it's okay if he's running one of those.
We still got this as a saver, Timmer.
Yeah.
I think you guard it, don't you?
I do too.
Hey?
Okay, where exactly do we want the guard?
He can run this, but it's tough. And then
Yeah, and the red spin.
where do you want it? Right here?
I'm thinking, yeah. So we got to get out there.
That's what I was giving you, draw the button.
You don't want anybody to get that red.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, got to protect that red.
You got to protect that red, yeah, right there.
Where do you want it, Wayne?
I want it an inch off center line. How's that?
Halfway, tight?
Halfway.
Okay.
Well, they
Halfway
initially
an inch
talked
off
about
center
playing
line.
a stone in the house, but anything that you put in the house may create a better angle for Brad Jacobs than
Yes,
he currently has. You throw a guard, you don't mind if you're Wayne Middaugh in forcing Northern Ontario to
An
1.
inch off center line.
That's a win. But by coming in, you may create a better opportunity, and so this is the guard.
Weight's good.
Definitely.
Tight.
It's definitely a guard.
Where are you?
Tight. Real tight. Weight's good. Tighter than half.
Always Dave.
Halfway. Tight. We're past halfway.
Got to go, Tim.
Just
No,
past
no,
halfway.
you're good. You're
No.
good.
Tim a bit, yep.
Tim a bit.
Sweep it.
That's good, that's
Whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Right there.
Nice
Let's
ball,
stop.
Wayne.
Shot, Wayne.
Pretty good.
Having a look here, I don't know who shot stone, Gunlickson
Looks like
or
yellow.
Laycock.
Looks
you
like
think
Laycock.
it is Laycock. So 1 to come from Jason Gunlickson. And with this broom, I think he's playing off his reds and maybe hoping for a drag.
I think he's hoping that he goes the double red bump, and you get the line to the yellow that is shot.
There's the tap. There's a spinning drag.
No, we don't.
Oh, he moved it, but enough for 2? I don't think so. Just the 1. They had it. They had it queued up with that drag gear effect, but just a single.
Had to curl just that little bit more.
So Laycock skipped by Jim Cotter. leading on sheet A.
And there's your story. He is known as such a great hitter. We talked about the runs and the angles that he's typically made.
Get it!
And he does get it. 1, 2, 3.
Don't say anything, Mark.
Attaboy. Really good toss. Good
throw.
What numbers? You got to make the shot when you have the chance, and he did that.
Good sweep, fellas.
And in his defense, I mean, a couple of those runbacks were very difficult early.
For sure. You know, he comes in with a 79% average for hits, and we're not talking wide open hits when it comes to Brad Jacobs. We're talking about angle run-ins, and those are considered hits, but that's lovely.
It's really good. Just don't say anything.
Still gonna have a drop, and it's gutsy, right?
You have to.
You got to be. That's what I'm getting
That's
at.
the call, boys.
Play with a little
Let's
wide
make
ice
him make
so
a
you
good
can carve
shot.
it.
But I got to throw board all of a sudden, or less, to make
Throwing
that.
it all week.
Yeah.
To nose that, and you don't want to nose it.
No.
Nose it doesn't go out.
Whatever you're seeing, Wayne.
don't nose
Two's
it.
pretty
It's hard
good.
to nose with the guard, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Then it's a shot for 3. Well, what if I guard?
Let him call it,
You
Tim.
just got to run for 3, right? We don't like. Do you want to give him 2 or?
Whatever you're seeing.
I like this.
Yeah, but that's not that easy, Gomer. And you just really don't want to nose it, right? You could nose that easy.
You got Tim sweeping.
Yeah, I don't think it is, because I'm probably going to roll it here, and it doesn't do anything. Just peel it. Peel it.
Sure.
Peel it.
Well, they're talking about hitting this stone here. The question
really ugly
is,
if I nose it.
they're talking about throwing board, but if you get to the nose, that's no good. And if you wind up rolling over in this area, you're just creating a free opportunity for 2 for Jacobs. And if you're going to play it with finesse where things can go wrong and maybe create the opportunity for 2, just pick it out, eliminate the chance for 3 for Jacobs. And if he gets his 2, he gets his 2.
Yep. Hard tip. Hard tip.
Just clean.
Just clean.
Just clean.
What? Good throw. Could have tried to pick the back one, I guess. Make him throw a shot. Good job, Wayne.
So the 2 available for Northern Ontario. Heard an interesting
Just,
comment
like,
kind of under
just
the
board?
breath, too,
Board.
from Tim
That's fine.
March and David Mathers. Let him call it. And they just sort of backed away. There's been a lot of chatter when we had them as a feature. And, you know, when you got a guy like Wayne Middaugh, who has seen there, been there, done that. you know
And
what?
playing well.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
playing well, Muddy.
Yeah, rely on your skipper.
So the first time in this game Northern Ontario has to actually convert and score 2 with the hammer.
Heavy board.
Straight.
Make it, Ryan.
Hard, Ryan.
Make it, Ryan.
Final stone.
Come on, Ryan.
Gotta go,
Gotta
Ryan.
dig.
Here in
Gotta
5.
Go, buddy.
Ryan,
Gotta
make
dig.
Keep going.
Gotta
Keep
dig.
going. Keep going.
Good scrub. Good scrub.
Lovely tap, away it goes.
Great sweep, Pete.
And that really is a skipper's deuce there. He made that brilliant shot with his first, setting up a chance for 2 with his second. And we had a close one through 5 as Wildcard Howard leads.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Home Hardware. Here's how. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Beautiful shot of Canada Olympic Park. Only fitting we have some Olympic gold medalists in our feature as well. Site of the 1988 Winter Games here in Calgary. As we show you our feature, it is Team Wildcard Howard, skipped by Middaugh, as Wayne is leading by 1. And the number's after 5, Kathy.
Well, the biggest difference you expect, Northern Ontario is a huge hitting team. Their hit percentage is way lower than you would expect. Both thirds really coming to play today, but where the biggest difference is at the second position where EJ is at 55%, very uncharacteristic. So even though the third's playing well, the skip's still in trouble.
After 5, brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture.
In hindsight, we probably could.
You know what's on the line today? Win and you're in for both these teams to get to the championship round of 8. with the Tim Hortons Brier on the line.
We want to get to the championship round. I don't think we'd be satisfied if we were done on Thursday, but I know if we play well and if we're ready to play, we can play with those teams that are ranked above us, and I know that we have something to prove.
For us, it is about winning, but at the same time, we want to enjoy this. 12 months ago, we never really knew when we were going to be able to curl again, and yet here we are. So I feel like I'm in a really good spot, but it's about, out-dueling them.
For Saskatchewan, Rick Folk back in 1980, Nova Scotia, Mark Dacey 2004. And this year, 2021, it's Matt Dunstone, it's Scott McDonald. And that's the feature matchup later today, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And you heard them talk about it. That's the goal. You got to make that championship round. It's the final day of pool play here at the Tim Hortons Brier, as Vic Roeder and Russ Howard and Cheryl Bernard and Kathy Gauthier will have you covered this afternoon. So finally, you see that 2-5 for Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs able to take advantage and score his first deuce of the game. But it is Wayne Middaugh, team wildcard, really heavy, enjoying the lead with Hammer here in 6, throwing the Yellow Stones.
I don't know. Fuck's sakes.
Where he was just walking and...
High one, right?
Now we talk about it all the time, but sometimes after that post-fifth end mop, that the conditions actually get a little bit quicker.
Line looks good. Always mark still.
No.
Line's nice.
Line's good. Curl if you know mark. Line's
here
good.
Would be good.
Line's perfect. Mark's in. Keep it clean.
Curl it a hair if you want.
Curl it a hair.
Yep. Curl it a hair. Yep.
Yep.
Good, yeah. Good shot, Ryan. Really good.
A little more pep in the step of Northern Ontario with that 2 and getting back into this game.
Top 4 right now.
And you talked about it in the opening, Brian, just about how gritty the performance has been for Northern Ontario. It's not been an easy week, so they are not expecting anything other than to have to fight for every point.
And that's going to help, too. If you're battle-tested, I mean, sometimes it's just rolling, it's coming easy. I mean, look at Kevin Cooey. They were on fire, and then out of nowhere, Ontario. It wasn't just a win by Ontario. They smoked them, let's be honest.
They did.
Call it a wake-up call, whatever, but it's a long week, and there's going to be blips. And for Brad Jacobs, though, it seems every time we update them, we feature their team, it's a grind. It's a very close battle, and sometimes a come-from-behind battle.
Real close.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Got room.
Yep.
You got room still.
Gotta go a little for weight. Go then. Line's good. Change ya.
It's Jacobs' team. They haven't found the podium since Brandon, 2019.
Yep. Go ahead, Mark.
A bronze medal. 9-5 in Kingston last year, and their last final was in Calgary, losing in 2015.
Well, when you look at the numbers, it's been the opposite today of what you would have expected. When you look at what the team's doing, what points for, they're very similar. Points against, Brad Jacob lets a little bit more, but the big number that leapt out at me is the ability of Northern Ontario to steal points. When you look at the board this morning, the only stolen point is for Wayne Middaugh.
Shooter.
Nice shot, Davey.
I got it.
Good boy.
What?
High guard.
Do you like a guard at all? Do you like that? Let him go first.
And by let him go first, Kathy,
He's saying we'll throw a guard. Wayne Middaugh can go around, and he has got to be perfect because if he slides deep, Northern Ontario will go on top.
Line's good.
Should be good, yeah.
Well, kudos to UConn. You know, they were giving Brendan Bottcher a pretty good run in the first 5. However, Hammer does belong to Team Alberta, and this is a draw for 5. Just find the paint.
Well, and interestingly enough, he had a hit for 5 last end, but just over curled and grazed, and it was the steal. So back-to-back ends, having an opportunity for 5. This one much more simpler.
Keep it moving.
hit the paint.
Pretty incredible. 3 consecutive Brier finals
15
for Brendan Bottcher. And unfortunately for him, silver in each of them. Trying to get back to another final here in Calgary in his home province. Nice draw weight, and that'll make you feel a little bit better. 6-2 over UConn.
I think you're dry. Seriously.
David Mathers will open things up.
Well, he's hoping to hit it a little bit thinner the first one, so when you hit the second one, you actually spin your way into the house.
Boys, it jumped back a rock.
Dead jammed it.
This way, Mark.
Even if we use back 4, eh?
Okay, this is my draw the button line. So let's get in there.
Positive.
T-line's good. T-line.
Back 4.
Okay, Rube. Line's nice.
T-line.
Yep.
Coming down.
Hard line.
Picking.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, EJ, keep going. Keep going, you still got it. Still got it, keep going.
Okay,
That's good, that's good there, actually.
That definitely picked.
Yeah.
Just grab something.
It picked, yeah.
Good. Good sweep, fellas.
What do you think?
Well, you hear from the brushers that they saw, and when they say that it picks, they can see when you're looking at a stone. If it slows down, starts to jump, that's the difference between it just being light out of Mark's hand, and so sharing that information so that he knows he doesn't have to throw any more weight on his next one.
Pretty close.
Ahead there, boys.
Line's good. Line's good.
Weight's can't be behind the tee, boys.
Whoa.
Weight's good. It's heavy.
Whoa.
Scott, let us call weight.
Well,
Weight's
you're
perfect,
heavy, Dave.
top eight.
Whoa. Dave only. Dave, go. Dave, go. Dave, go. Go, Dave.
Trying to get
Go,
the
Dave.
finish.
Can't.
Okay.
Can't.
All right, Scott. Good
Okay.
spot. That much quicker. That is fast there.
Boys, I know where it is when I let it go,
Fast,
so I'll
yeah.
tell you every time.
That should have been top
Top button.
I loved it.
So a little bit available to Mark. Does not want to tap it back necessarily. Trying to freeze on top.
Sweeping for top button. Clean.
Just line right now.
Little bit of room.
Line's
Little
good,
bit of
Rube.
room.
You can wait. Back 4.
Stay close.
Back
No,
4.
never.
Back 8.
No, never.
EJ?
Yeah.
We mentioned this Jacobs team, and Brad says, you know what,
Gotta
maybe
keep
our
going.
window's not closing yet, but we're certainly on the second half of our competitive curling career, and these guys have known each other a long time. They're related. Brad is cousins with the brothers, and how cute is this photo? You got EJ on the left, Ryan's
Brad.
in the middle, you got the skipper Brad on the right. As champions, yeah, they start small, don't they?
That's awesome.
And you know it's a family affair. You see some of the
Well.
fans in the stands and the kids of the team, and right in the middle is Nana. And I know that the team wanted to wish her all the best. You know that she's watching every draw of Northern Ontario and watching this one as well.
Nice throw.
Rolling just that little bit too far. It looks great. It's rolled underneath, but if you're the people that are throwing red, and why Scott's a little bit frustrated, is there's a little bit of a pocket
Back
for
yellow,
Brad
Mark.
Jacobs to freeze in.
Yeah, you want to be right on it.
Okay. Speed's nice, Brad.
You know what? If you're a little above it, it's okay. But T-line.
But we know this path. It does take a while to go, and any overthrow, it will just track in that spot before it starts to make its swing.
Back 4 on film.
Whoa, room.
No.
Stay close.
No, never.
Kidding me?
Coming
Stay
down.
close, though.
No.
Line's tighter, though. Stay close.
Bumping.
Whoa. Whoa, wait for it. Lock it on now. Lock it on. Whoa.
Wow!
Good sweep, guys.
To the
Oh,
button.
that's lightning, eh? I don't know. It
Yeah,
feels
no,
like it.
Threw good weight.
Good shot. Good shot. The difference is, was perfect. The difference was line. If you get in a little bit of a tighter path.
I don't see anything else. Like, lobbing another one in there doesn't do us any good. If I don't move that back one, we're never getting a chance at it, so. Just a millimeter high.
You saw this 2 ends ago.
As Wayne Middaugh tries to open things up, run it back. We'll have a peek on sheet 8, Gunlickson, Laycock. We'll watch Wayne's shot. Yeah, he'll pick that redstone right out. Lovely shot in our feature. Meantime, for Jason Gunlickson, he's got 1, 2 in there for sure, but I think it's the double here for Jason to pick up a pair.
Well, and a bit of a mistake by Jason was trying to throw a guard and came into the house. A guard makes this difficult, but the hit, that's Jim Cotter's thing. And if he's able to hit it on the nose, make the double, it's for 2.
And that is Jim Cotter, and that is...
No, it's not. It's just the one.
For us, guys.
His shooter did not catch enough of the 8-foot.
Yeah, it was a hard shot.
But still for 1.
As Jim Cotter skipping the Laycock team now in BC.
Like every shot.
And leading 5-3.
Well, and now all of a sudden things turn around because of that great shot by Wayne Middaugh. The run back double.
Curl.
Needed.
Curl.
Brad Jacobs trying to get out of trouble. And he'll clip that yellow just. And Wayne Middaugh an opportunity to answer right back with 2.
Good throw.
Everybody's been a little heavy. Okay.
As good as these.
Now you heard Brad's comments. It's lightning.
Yes.
But draw
Mark
the
Kennedy.
button still in the paint.
That's back 8 early, yeah. Yep, back 12. Yeah.
But for Wayne, he's not looking for a very precise spot. He wants to throw to the 4-foot in case he has to the next time we come back this way, but does really only need paint.
Stay down.
Inducted into the Canadian Curling Hall of Fame in 2020.
Running like it's hot.
Running like it's heavy.
Not often you go into the hall and then come back to try add to the resume. That's what Wayne Middaugh is trying to do this week.
Shot, Wayne.
And he's giving the Olympic gold medalists all they can handle in our feature this morning. Welcome. Little smile from the wily vet. 6-3. Team Wildcard Howard leads. So glad you're with us on our Tim Hortons Brier coverage here on TSN. Brian Moutre, Kathy Gauthier with you. Winsport Arena. You see the flags from across our great country as 18 teams, a record field for the first time with COVID. We're going to break it down to 8 starting tomorrow. Be curious to see if there'll be tiebreakers at all. Top 4 from each pool will advance, and both these teams, that's the nugget, their eye on the prize, trying to advance.
Line's good.
And Wayne Middaugh answering back with 2
Hard.
in the 6th end. So here in 7, down by 3. It is Northern Ontario with Hammer throwing the Red Stones.
Now 2 really good shots by Wayne. The run back pick on his first and then the draw on his second. Just, Sherry just talked about the kinds of things that he was apprehensive or nervous about, but this is like Wayne Middaugh of old. We're not seeing a lot of dust coming off of him.
4 feet.
Really has to stop.
In texting with Glenn Howard, I think adrenaline too will play a big factor, because the real test you have to think for Wayne, who hasn't played this many games and a long run like this, will be now, will be going forward into the weekend.
Well, because you start playing 2 games a day, and if you've got some aches and pains, they become magnified.
Does that get him moving?
Thinking just something soft.
Either that or...
There's no... Well, there is a triple, but you're losing the shooter, so we don't want to do that.
What about a nose? Does a nose spill into a good spot?
Maybe, but Dave's going to be licking his chops at something.
Okay.
Thinking something like that.
Sure, love it.
Control?
Control. Is that too much ice for that? Probably. Last.
But you heard him say the triple may be there, but you do lose your shooter, and this isn't about eliminating stones, because if you do that, then the peel start of the corner guards. And for Northern Ontario, this is about making sure they've got a path to the 4 foot, but also making sure that Ontario, or Wayne Middaugh's wildcard team, can't just rip the guards
Ryan!
and eliminate this end.
Mark, red! Go,
So one of the roll,
Mark.
get the
Go,
yellows
Mark.
moving behind
Mark.
the corner. I think that's a really nice effort there from EJ.
Really good shot. The fact that their third shot is not as important as the fact that it is buried. Well done.
2/3, thick half.
And great heads up brushing to make sure that that stone rolls as far underneath that corner guard as is possible. And it is buried.
So is David licking his chops here? That would be David Mathers.
Yep!
Whoa! Mathers one and just underneath.
Just can't make line call.
Sweeping's not too much with him anyways.
Yeah, they are feel.
Yeah. Obviously, there's that, but that's okay if he
I
wants
like
to
the
play
hit and roll
that.
or the draw.
What?
I like the hit and roll or the draw.
I like the draw.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the draw. T-line?
Same all over the sheet right now. Okay.
Ryan slid really nice. Straight.
Yeah.
I like T-line.
We don't have the same super swoop. It's just a nice gradual curl.
Is that too much ice then?
It's close. It's close with your intern. I think it's close.
T-line? T-line's good.
T-line. On its own.
Back 4.
Weight's
Whoa,
pretty
then.
good though.
Back 4.
Whoa, then.
Back 8,
four.
buried.
Right off.
Whoa!
Looks like a ton.
Whoa, it's going to be
back
big.
eight.
Back 8, right?
Get it sunk. That's all.
It's sunk. It's sunk.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Go, Ryan.
Yep.
Go, 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 go,
Yep.
go, go, go.
Yep!
Yep.
Go, go, go.
Yep!
Yep.
Yep!
That's really good.
Does a trick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, half looks real close. How do you make it? Let's go.
Potential for the double. The biggest thing getting rid of that corner guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Real close.
Whoa! Whoa! Dave, Dave, Dave!
Oh, I should have stopped. Try.
I know.
What if you...
Yeah, for sure. As long as there's no cross house double, it's the perfect
There might
shot.
be. We need misses. If you can be on the inside a
let's do
hair.
that.
If you're even if you're a foot short of it, Mark,
Okay.
is fine.
I like it. Okay, boys, lock it right on the corner.
Yeah.
Let's give you back 12.
One of the challenges, like many of the teams across this field and the country, is Mark is obviously an import, lives in St. Albert, Alberta, which is
Back
just
8.
north of Edmonton, and
So close.
obviously this team all in Northern
Room,
Ontario.
Back 8.
Just lie.
Ryan.
And that is the way things are these days.
Whoa.
People trying to
EJ.
search for the best
EJ.
team that you can possibly field.
Hard. Hard run. Hard run.
Now they played in one event together in Waterloo, and that was canceled during the event.
wait,
They
wait,
got
wait,
to
wait.
play in Penticton.
Line's not perfect.
And that did not work out at all what they called. They were trying to freeze
thin is
down
it?
to the back stone.
Yeah,
It just
possible.
never curled at all.
Third?
Third or less. yeah.
Less.
Yep. I'd be happy to get any 2.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's pretty
There it
sharp,
is.
but it's about elimination with Hammer
What's
belonging
that?
to Northern Ontario.
I'd like a quarter, probably
Yeah.
better.
Dave, what'd yours do here?
Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. Quarter, Scotty. Quarter's real You close. held it right here for me.
Now, David did throw up weight peel. So depending on the weight that Scott is throwing, if he throws down just a little bit, it will move a bit.
Whoa.
Real close, real
Yep,
close.
Yep, yep. Hard, hard. Really hard. Gotta go. Hard, Dave.
Scott Howard, big weight, 1, 2,
Yellow, yellow, right
and
out,
he'll
right out.
jam it.
Get it out of there.
And for now,
Okay.
it is Northern
ultra
Ontario
thin, eh?
line 2 with Hammer here in 7.
Yeah,
Not bad.
It is,
Real
but they're
thin.
grouped.
It's not bad, though.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the guard's not bad. I love the guard.
Gives our best shot at 3, right?
You like that?
Yeah, just guard that one.
Tight?
What?
Don't you want to be in between them?
You don't want to leave him anything.
He rips it.
If he hits,
he rips the backwards.
Yeah, which is
That's
perfect.
okay.
That's what you
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
So just tight to the rings.
Yep.
2/3 tight and ice close.
It's tight.
Not
really close.
It's close. Tight. Tight on its own.
Yeah, weight's
Ryan.
good.
Looking for a
How's the
tight
line?
guard on the
Ryan's.
shot stone.
Not Ryan.
Mine's good.
They know
Clean.
that the one at the back will be
It's
open.
Where is
Curl.
it?
Just don't bring it in
EJ.
perfect.
Whoa.
We're
It's got to curl, guys.
Yeah, it does have to curl.
Gotta curl,
EJ.
curl
Yep,
it.
yep. Gotta go, EJ. Gotta go, EJ. Keep going. A little more. More.
Pretty good, I think.
Okay, not bad.
Hey, Mark.
Throw, Mark.
Jeez, everything's under curling now, hey?
It is under curling, but you wanted to take away the double.
That's out, Wayne.
Try and tap that one, roll on top of the other one.
Kill it, though.
Oh yeah. Like out, yeah. I'm thinking like just a hack, almost edge of the 8.
That's a lot of ice.
Goal. What's that?
That's a lot of ice.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
it's not gonna be that heavy.
Okay.
No, it's not in.
Is that in, Wayne?
No. We could still try and run it.
Kind of my thought. If it's not in, I don't mind this call. If it's in, we're running.
And you know, he stepped away from the game, but still always thinking strategy. He won 2 European gold medals in a women's world silver
boredom
coaching Anna
I played
Hasselborg's
this 2
team.
days ago, basically, exactly.
In the meantime, Sheet A update time. It is BC, Manitoba, and 2 for Steve Laycock's team, as Jim Cotter is skipping that team. 1 to come from Jason Gunlickson.
Well, soft weight hit by Jim Cotter on his final stone was hoping to roll a little bit to take away this double. It's a very
Heavy board.
tough double to throw with big weight and keep your shooter. So you see the quieter weight, just trying to graze that second stone back for 2.
Hard.
Yep.
Clean.
Hard. Just clean it.
Hard.
Out, not taking on the double at all, just the nose hit.
Good spot.
And a single. So BC leads 5-4. Timeout's been called
Good end.
by Team Northern Ontario. The coach is a familiar face in Rick Lang. Rick, a 3-time Brier champ, 2-time world champ with Al Hackner and Bill Tetley.
Mark, even if,
And my apologies, that was actually Middaugh calling the timeout, not Northern Ontario.
And I think just seeking confirmation
How much weight?
perfect. Solid.
from Glenn Howard and his view about getting to the shot stone and trying to roll in front of the Northern Ontario stone in the 8-foot at the back.
Come on, Tim Dig.
Back one.
Really got to go,
Come on,
Tim.
Tim Dig.
Really got to go.
Come on, Tim Dig.
Really got to go.
Dig, Tim. Harder. Get it out.
Hard,
Get it
Scotty.
out.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
You
Go,
need it
go,
out.
go, go, go.
And it is
Not
out.
Way too much ice.
Wow.
Great weight.
Just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. You make this. Roll
I
right
was
here.
gonna go the other way and hit just
too much ice.
and hit the back one.
So you might not want this rock here. Just here. Right?
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Let's think about this, though, because anything you roll here, he has a thin triple. What if
Yep.
he just knows it?
So obviously we lose that one.
What if you just freeze?
Freeze, he's just nosing and giving you 2. Or he's playing the roll. I
But
love
if he noses
potentially-
this and we're here.
Want to call a timeout?
Yeah.
Timeout.
Yeah, I see
So
what you're saying.
technically, there was a timeout
You have
coming,
options.
and Rick Lang was going to come
Well,
out.
there
Yeah,
was
I know what you
one.
mean.
It's just
in my
now been called by both people.
In my
I love
defense,
sitting 3,
it was
potentially
coming.
4. I don't know.
Is that one in? We don't know, eh? That one's in? We're not sure.
We don't know. I don't know if it changes much, though. Unless you go here.
Right.
Well,
That's
we go
the other
there
thought,
and
but
he's
then he
nosing
flops
that.
behind.
He's just nosing that.
Right.
Sorry.
And we're stuck with our
He'll
2,
just
right?
give us 2 if you make that, but this might be our best chance for more.
Yeah.
I really like.
I think we got to hit it.
What's he doing if you roll right there?
Well, he's
guys?
probably trying that. Something like
He's
that.
going to rip
What are
off
you gonna
that
do?
one, right?
Yeah.
Do what with it though?
Yep.
Make
I
the
don't know
triple.
if it's there.
How much can he see?
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's
Can you
tough.
see enough of this to make cross?
How much can he see of that one, EJ? Is there lots of
so,
area
yeah.
there?
100%. Yeah,
What?
for sure.
Well, there's air.
Well, he might play the roll, and then you've got the run back for 3.
There's
We're okay with
there's
that.
no slam, no hard.
Kathy, could you
across.
split to lie 3, the
just
top
asking
stone?
Tell me if there's a.
You could split, but you're probably not going to be line 3 because of that backstone, and you also that have that biter. They're still trying to bring into play.
But if you roll here, it's a lot harder.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right there. He almost forced him to make the hit and roll.
Yeah,
Either behind that
exactly.
or on top of that, right?
That's why I
You
don't
know,
want
Buddy,
to roll
there's
here.
nothing wrong with what you're
Then
talking
just
about
roll
if
and
you're
we're
looking
hooked.
for 2, but Jacobs is looking for 3 and want to bring that back biter in. If they hit and roll, they know that with the score, Wayne Middaugh's up 3. He's not playing a
But you know
draw.
what? It's more what
He's
you're
not
feeling.
playing a
I'm
freeze.
thinking
He's
there-
going
no,
to play a hit, and if he
I like-
rolls out,
Yeah.
Just board.
you may even have a chance at the split at the top.
Right.
Going for about half a rock with board. Thick half.
2/3. 2/3.
Okay.
Board.
Yeah. Wait.
Clean.
Clean, yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Brad Jacobs
Whoa,
is
whoa.
first
EJ,
here in
EJ.
7 with hammer, down by
Don't
3.
go, EJ. Whoa. Clean.
EJ.
Clean.
Whoa,
Ryan.
Ryan,
Ryan.
Right there.
The
is
hit,
pretty good.
the
A
roll.
little too far.
It's okay.
And for now, line 2.
Oh, sorry,
Well,
Wayne.
3, I think that back one's in for sure. Top
Good.
one they're looking at.
Great shot.
Correct.
Scott Howard looked at it early and
This
said, no,
way's
that
good, Wayne,
top
like
one's
just
not
half
in.
Open.
Yeah, I think you try and got to get it buried,
Yeah.
though, right?
Board.
Okay, so you know what? Where I threw it wasn't far off making this roll,
Yeah.
right? So
But you threw it like you're here, right?
yeah.
What kind of
So
weight do you like?
I'd like to go a hair heavier and a hair tighter. How's
Okay.
that?
Sure.
Okay.
So trying to play the hit and roll under. This is a huge shot.
That's true. You're right. You are right.
I'm only just going to try and give you a little bit.
And
like
you
a
might be
light
wondering
board.
why wouldn't he be
Okay.
considering that sharp double to roll out? If you play the double and you miss the back one, so you don't make a triple, you just play the double, there's always that split. That rock at the front is good for 2 points, no matter what, because it doesn't look like it's in without it being touched, but it won't take much to split for 2. So for Wayne, needs to hit and roll in front of those stones and underneath.
And if you ever roll out, it's a split for 4 for Northern Ontario. So a huge shot here in 7. Final stone on the way. Wayne Middaugh without hammer here at 7.
Yes! Yes! Really got it.
Hard!
Here comes the red trying to hold the line. It rolls and rolls. And they try to get it in front of that red stone.
Just lost the weight of shade.
That curled.
Good area.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Well, they waited and waited and waited.
Whoa. Make the double.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Now Scott's the one trying to bring it over as much as he can in front of it.
Foot more. Look out.
Yeah, it goes 2 inches more.
Yeah.
That isn't easy watching.
Just through. Like a hack weight is. It's already in the back of the ring. So.
So really quiet wait. Tap it through here for 3. And you can expect that they may put a stick on the top one as well.
Good weight.
Well, that is an A
Whoa,
for sure
straight.
on these
Whoa.
tap backs. Look at
Clean,
the numbers.
yep.
Final stone in 7.
Yep. Straight. Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan.
Delicate shot to try get his 3 and tie things up.
Ryan, go! Go!
Wade is close, got to avoid the jam. Makes the tap and just touches it. That little clip. So just 2 for Brad Jacobs and Northern Ontario. You know, that end was lining up in their favor, had a chance. They're down by 1 again to Wayne Middaugh. All that work, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet as that championship round begins tomorrow. Kui is in for sure in Pool B. And what we can tell you in our feature pool this morning, Pool A, if Botcher wins, and he is leading and he should win, the 4 lost teams are done in Pool A. If Gudlickson wins or Howard wins, they are definitely in. Same for Jacobs. If he can win, he is in as well. So this is the day where it all gets decided. And remember, the top 3 teams make the playoffs this year. If you're the number 1 team, you go right to the final on Sunday, which is huge. And then 2 plays 3, and the semifinal winner moves on. So they've been trading the 2s with Hammer here, Kathy, 5, 6, and 7. As now here in 8, it is wild card, and the Glenn Howard team skipped by Wayne Middaugh, up by 1 with Hammer throwing the yellow rocks.
Careful, Scott.
Yep. Hard. Right to it. Tim, shooter.
That's not bad. Not bad.
2 disappear.
Pretty good. I went for it. You went for that one.
Well, the edge definitely to David this morning. We talked about EJ, and it started early in the first end. Just a couple of runbacks not working out for him.
Where were
He's
you?
not getting out of his shots what he would normally get.
I was further out than that, around there.
Pretty tight.
Okay, line's good. Line's good. Going for here.
Weight's
Line's
really
great.
Good.
Going for here.
Weight's really good. Just tuck a piece, right?
Line's great.
Just tuck a
Whoa,
piece.
doesn't need to curl.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to utilize
Whoa, Mark.
the free guard zone, get a couple of guards up.
Well, we mentioned the situation just moments ago about Brendan Botcher. If he wins, then the 4 lost teams in our feature pool this morning are officially eliminated. And he's in cruise control here versus Team Yukon this morning.
And another difficult shot for Dustin, looking to get to the lid, facing 3. As we watch the guard disappear.
You did real good.
Brandon. It's got a curl, you guys.
Brandon.
Not even close.
He's got a guard to contend with.
No.
And that guard will come into your view right there. And he will wreck, and it is 3 more for Team Alberta. And that'll do it. They will tap brooms. Game over.
Thanks, guys. Good game.
And
Good
so
game.
those 4 lost
Good
teams
game.
officially eliminated
Thanks. Good game.
in our pool this morning.
Good game. Yeah.
In Pool A. And that young man is looking to get back to his 4th
Thanks.
Brier final.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Hey, Brendan, you want to get a picture with you?
Of course, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, how cool is that?
That's wonderful.
That is why I love this sport, Kathy. I love covering it. We saw the Greg Smith team get a photo from the Rock in that battle, Newfoundland Labrador, and Team Canada, Brad Gushu. And you've seen, I think John Morris at one point was helping one of the younger players in a Brier appearance with sweeping techniques.
That's terrific.
Awesome.
Awesome, yeah, thank you.
It's Alex Peach. Very cool.
And one of the things the teams are all missing this year is because of the pandemic, the rules even at the hotel are very clear about not spending time together, wanting to keep everyone safe, and we understand why, but that's kind of the conversations that would normally happen. Teams sit together and you get to meet your heroes and have conversations about life. Man, not so much this year.
I loved your story about your son, Jacques Oche, who's here as a 5th for Manitoba, and one of his heroes is on the ice in our feature, Mark Kennedy.
He is. One of the first calls Jacques got after winning was from Mark Kennedy, who spent about an hour talking to him about things he should consider.
I don't mind
Throw that there and roll this to a spot where you can use it. That's
I don't
the other
hate that.
option. Yeah. It's a little bit more aggressive, but
Not
You
terrible.
know, I can almost get to over nose and roll them both buried.
I like that, Mark.
Just thinking like a back line-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think even if I nose it with back line, it's good. But yeah, just a little bit low.
I like that.
Because that guard is so very long, lots of opportunities to throw backline, hack, board, and get a lot of finish.
I like the original ice. Yeah.
So taking just that little bit extra. It's where your peripheral vision, you just look at the broom, you don't think about the rock that's out front because it shouldn't be a factor at all.
Just hack.
Yep. Whoa, no, no. Back line. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Hack. Whoa. Each.
Play on the back one, Brad.
Each. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa. Whoa. All right.
Hard, Brad. Go, go, go.
Okay, Mark.
Shot. Sorry, guys. Need a little less ice. Sorry.
Good throw.
A little heavy.
And another final on this Thursday morning between the Northwest Territories and Team Wildcard number 1, skipped by Mike McEwen, as another loss for Greg Skogie. And the win by Brendan Botcher ensures that Team Wildcard number 1
full 8
officially
right
eliminated
here.
this year.
He's going to have that. But
I kind of think we got to hit this top red.
Yeah?
What if we just hit it?
What
and
if
try
I
and
just
stay in
nut it
rings?
and roll?
What about board?
Yeah.
What about board? Try and make the double there with board. Roll over here.
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
Probably not making the double, but it'll stay back there.
Okay, board.
Just try and roll it even with
board.
the yellow. Yeah.
And the issue isn't as much getting to the shot
Just trying to roll
stone
it even with the yellow
as it is
double,
taking
right?
away
That's the
something
call.
from Northern Ontario, and that would be the tap that Brad and Mark would probably utilize
How do you like that?
if it's left.
I think it's just minimum.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
minimum.
Give me an inch.
Okay. Clean. Yep.
Just board.
Yep.
Hard. Weight's good. Hard. Weight's good. Hard. Watch the weight.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Dave! 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 Go, Dave!
Stay with the
Stay
shooter!
with the shooter.
Good shot.
And the shooter
shot,
sticks
guys.
around. They'll drive the one through.
Real good.
It's good. Yeah, good sweep.
If there's anything this team has been caught on as we look at the numbers, and wow,
Call winner.
Good shot.
Scott Howard's having another game.
Right there,
it's
Mark.
the line calls for Team Wildcard.
Just
Early on, they
hack
seemed a
with
little
this
bit
ice?
frustrated,
Is that the weight?
and that
Be
was
around
well
there.
done that
Solid
time.
hack.
Well, I think that they're mapping the sheet still. They have been caught, both teams actually. And those 4-foot lines where it's straight. We also heard Brad Jacobs say a number of times it's lightning fast. So you combine really quick conditions with the path that wants to run straight if you're overthrowing it at all. And that's led to some missed calls or early calls, anticipating movement that's just not been there.
Heavy hack.
Board. Okay. Clean. Whoa. Just clean.
Yep.
Straight. Straight. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
EJ. Gotta go, EJ. You gotta go, EJ. It's heavy. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Keep going.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Whoa,
No.
whoa.
No. No. No.
Perfect. Good.
Good sweep.
A lot of that going around, eh? Great shot. I think it's the perfect roll. That rock's moving.
Well, it's the patience and the knowledge. We just finished talking
get to
about
here, roll
the
the-
missed
you wanna
calls.
play
Well,
that
it's
way,
now
get to here.
comfort with throwing the right weight for the broom.
Will hack go there? Is what I'm
It's
wondering.
overburied by a
Like you
bit.
just threw it, and it sure didn't go very much, right?
Center back just a hair.
So a blank in 8 over on sheet A. So play underway in 9.
see?
It is Jim Cotter, BC,
Oh, yeah, I can get
with
that.
Hammer over
I can get
Manitoba,
that.
Jason
What's
Gunlickson.
the call? Just
Here,
this, probably?
Hack. Try and hit it as thick as we can.
Yep.
Split those back 8. Hey, oh, you need more, Gomer. Hack. Hey?
Yeah.
I just don't want to dead nose it, right? You got to be a little high. Just 2 inches high.
Yeah.
Just hack wing?
Just hack. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to get anything out.
So you're at home watching and you're thinking, well, why come this way
Why
when there's
not
more room
play
on the
the
other
out
side?
turn? Because if you play the out turn, your shooter's going to be at the top of the 4, and you're probably jamming the stone, and now you allow Brad Jacobs to come around again to lie 2.
And that's because this guard is so high here, Kathy?
It is.
As they just get by that guard. David Mathers.
Get out, get out.
Go.
There's the tap, and shot stone. Team Wildcard top 4.
Good throw. I could have got a little more.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should just hit it thinner and roll more.
Well, Wayne Middaugh, we've talked a lot about how it has been a seamless transition, certainly for us watching. And the struggles this morning, again, the mystery seems to be with the hits for Brad Jacobs. Again, they're not necessarily wide open, although we have seen him hit and roll out. Just very atypical.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
More weight.
Well, here's a hit he does need to make.
EJ,
Looking to do the
EJ.
same thing. Hit and roll underneath again.
Hard Edge. Whoa.
EJ.
Whoa.
Ryan.
Hard Ryan. Hard Ryan. Hard
Trying
Ryan.
to force or maybe steal. There's the clip. Yellow goes. Shooter spinning.
Got a set.
And did that stop for second shot stone? I
think so.
Just.
I know. It's brutal. It's probably some shots are made if you just don't say anything too.
Sorry, that's not the way I threw it.
I know.
It was never coming
It's
back.
all good. Good throw. Did the trick anyway.
It did. The force is on after
your last one came to here.
I know.
Deuces in the last 3 ends. It will be the draw for 1 for Wayne Middaugh.
Speed is the same.
Speed is the same.
And roughly, what is that speed, Kathy? What have we been seeing on draw here out sheet D?
About 14 and a half. Very quick, and the brushers can really make a difference.
Easy.
Whoa.
We're gonna have to go a bit.
Whoa.
We're gonna have to go a bit.
Yeah.
Wayne saying,
boys.
whoa, front end disagreeing,
Gotta go,
so they
gotta go.
put their heads down and start to go.
Gotta go.
Wait's good.
Okay. Line's right on.
on
Line's
the
right
red?
on.
Wait's
Line's
good.
right on.
It's going to be right on it.
Can't
though.
hurt
Stay
it.
down, Tim.
Can't hurt it.
Has backing
Right on it
if
now.
they need it.
Nice throw, Wayne.
Keep our whip broom down.
No need, though. Nice draw weight. Wayne Middaugh. Money. Right on the Tim Hortons Brier for a single. It will be Brad Jacobs down by 2 with hammer when we return. It is our final morning draw at the Tim Hortons Brier. Glad you're with us, Brian Butrick, Kathy Gauthier, and a single for Team Wildcard Wayne Middaugh in 8 here at 9, down by 2. It is Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs from Sault Ste. Marie with hammer throwing the red stones.
Curly nice, guys.
Well, I go back to the 6th end where Wayne Middaugh made that great run back pick to score 2 and keep a 3-point advantage. It's that lead he's not ever relinquished, and so now we need to see if Northern Ontario can do what the record book says they have done, which has been really good at stealing, which they have not done at all today. But if they're going to win this game, you'd expect that they'd need to either do that or at least hold it to a blank, and then they're still going to have to steal at some point probably to win this game.
Line's good.
Side's quicker. I think we're there.
You're going to have to go at the end, Dave.
Line's good.
Line's good. Dave's rock. Always
Line's
Dave.
right on. Line's right
Line's
on.
perfect.
It's real good.
Scott,
Go, Scotty.
you're there.
Go,
You're still
Scotty.
there.
Get it a
Not
little
too
bit
deep, buddy,
buried.
not too
I'd
deep.
like to be a little bit
Let it
buried.
stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop.
A little bit buried.
Yeah.
Shot.
Hey, Tim, shot.
So quick.
So goal for Jacobs here is 2 and the steal, or 3 ideal.
Line's good.
Try to even them up if you can.
Line's really good, boys.
No
Right
mark.
here.
No mark. No.
Right here.
Line's fine, guys. Nice and even.
Easy.
Great spot, Ryan. Great spot.
Attaboy.
2 nice corners from Ryan Harnden.
Boy, Pete.
Nicely done.
Dave's kind of seeing the outturn.
And one of the things that Ryan brought into this game that he's not had the opportunity to use at all is the great tick shots that he's been able to make, but they've been down since the first end, so not taking stones away, just trying to create shrapnel up front.
Want to go big?
I don't think I'm with Tim. Scott only.
I don't think you have to go.
Okay, line's good. Line's good. Scott only. Scott only.
Yep.
Wait there. Wait there.
Whoa then.
Wait's good. Gotta go, Ben.
Right
Gotta
on
go.
the nose. Yep.
Scott.
Easy, Tim. Easy, Tim.
Yep.
Scott, please.
Scott.
Yep. Go.
Right on the nose. Right on the nose.
Good.
To the nose. Good shot.
Shot, Davey.
Shot, Davey.
Kind of a textbook end so far for both teams, right?
Spot.
Shot.
Too deep.
What's that?
If you just move those 2 Yellowstones up a foot or 2.
Got room.
Top 4.
Line's
good.
Line's good. Freeze it. Line's good.
Yep. Get there.
Line's good.
Get
Yes,
there.
wait, yep.
Okay, get there.
Line's good. Still. A little bit tight.
Come
Get
on,
a little
Mark.
tighter. Hard mark.
Come on, Mark.
Hard mark. Go,
Go,
Jake.
Mark.
You got it. Go.
Come on,
Every
Mark.
inch,
Go.
Marcus. Go.
Go,
Hard.
Mark.
Okay. Hey.
Sweet, Mark.
This side's probably better.
Okay, let's make it.
Top 8.
For David, if he's able to corner onto the red stone, it will act as a guard, something that red stone won't be able to be run back. So you're essentially guarding your 2 on the lid by being in the 8 foot and locked.
Okay, wait on the top 8.
Roommate's good.
Light to go.
This time the out-turn draw, different path for David Mathers.
No, Wait's
Line's
okay.
great. Play the weight.
Wait's there. Wait's there, actually.
Max weight. We're almost top 4.
No, it's really dying. No. No, it's really good. Really good.
Tim, go, straight. Right,
Really
whoa.
good. Off,
Right,
Tim. Off.
right. Whoa. Great shot.
Shot, Davey.
Good shot.
Nice done.
Call, Davey.
Go. My head was going to explode watching you guys sweep that.
What's that?
Yeah,
I was thinking run.
Yeah, I'll turn
And
a little
there
high.
you
Let's
see
do it.
members
Yep.
of Team Alberta.
Yeah, I know
Skip
it's
Brendan
a
Botcher on the left.
Well, with Manitoba's record and losing right now, that matters to them. What's happening over on this sheet?
Saw their alternate Pat Jansen from Ontario, lives there. In this Battle of Ontario.
Okay.
I'm just trying to rattle things around and not catching enough to be able to do that.
Guard
Right on
that yellow.
Right on the, well, you guard probably more the
Guard
red.
the red, yeah.
Yeah, like
You just can't leave him to roll. Actually,
inch across it. Which way do you like?
I like the out.
Out?
Yeah, split the line, boys. It's pretty close.
Good, eh?
Yeah, that's good. Nice.
Clean it halfway. Clean it.
Just
Dave,
past
hold
halfway.
it straight.
Hit it,
Hold
Dave.
it
Hit it,
straight,
Dave.
Davey.
Really gotta go,
Really
boys.
gotta go line.
Straight.
Really gotta go.
Just over and off if you can.
Trying to put that guard
Over
back
and
on the
off.
center
Over
line
and
so that
off.
Jacobs can't
Over and
blow
off.
those
That's good.
first
That's
2
soft.
up.
Sorry, boys, a little soft on that.
Yep, little bit. Little bit. Yep.
Hard, Tim.
Yep.
Yep.
And Tim
Okay.
March is going to need a pat on the back and a
Where
timeout.
was
He
it
has
if I was not
swept
soft?
a
Halfway?
ton this game.
Just past halfway. Your weight was perfect.
Like a nose hit with hack.
Hack. A nose hit with hack.
Bring the yellow so we can use it.
100%. That's the call. Yeah. I like that.
Pretty straight here. Just play her fairly tight.
Yeah.
Give you the right weight. Okay.
Yeah.
Hack weight.
Okay.
So Wayne Middaugh has one more game today, and that is versus Team Manitoba later on tonight. And that would be Jason Gunlickson right now taking on Laycock Team BC, as Jason is down 5-4, and Jim Cotter is skipping this team, and he is throwing skip stones, and he is throwing against 3.
Well, it looks pretty simple, but moments ago he was actually lying 3, and Jason threw one of his famous howitzers and made the triple. And that is why he's facing 3, but only needs a draw to the 8 foot to score his point.
Line's good.
And keep a 2-point advantage coming home.
And our feature, Mark Kennedy,
good.
rearranging the stones.
Can't hurt it.
14-4.
Still wild card
probably here.
lying 3 in our feature. And Jim Cotter Looks like pretty good draw weight to me. And it is. Hand goes up, single. And 6-4, BC leads with Gudlickson down by 2. He'll have Hammer coming back in 10.
This is a full court press by Wayne Middaugh. Seeing the opportunity to close the door on this game in this end, asking Scott to come back down on top.
I'd like to go a little.
Yeah, I had a whisper
Line's
light
good.
too. Don't
Whisper
kill the line.
light.
Don't kill the line though.
You want to go a bit?
Go then.
You can go.
Yeah,
You
I
can
can
go.
Line's good.
Help, Davey. You gotta go, boys.
Freeze it. Line's perfect.
Gotta go, boys.
Line's good. Gotta go.
Horton, you gotta go.
Gotta go. Go.
Really gotta go.
Horton, you got a good one.
Keep going. You got a good one. Keep going.
Get it past the red.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That is a great brush. Tim March,
Real good.
man.
Real good.
Him and David Mathers, all they had, drag it in, and right now they are lying 4 without Hammer here in 9, and you said it, really putting the screws right now to Northern Ontario.
Super pressure being applied here. No quit in this front end to drag every inch they can out of this stone.
Keep going. You got a good one. Keep going.
Get it past the red.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. That's good.
Real good, boys.
Really good.
Real good.
All or nothing, and that's guarding that. So that could come into play.
Are we not kind of in an all or nothing state right now?
I agree.
Well, I don't. Is that bad?
I don't know what that.
You're either playing on this red top one, same type of shot, like this. If you make this right now, hack waiter and roll right there, he can't get rid of it. It's hard to get rid of any of our reds.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to kind of roll the shooter a hair, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just think
that's
Mark,
fine.
Like, yeah, it's tough to get rid of.
Same weight, hit it in the right same spot.
I like it. Yeah.
I know.
Hack, Mark.
It's the same
One
shot.
of the things that they talked about is, you know, could we run this stone in or run that stone in? But they were saying that's all or nothing. And the problem is on the right-hand side, if you hit that stone to run it in, you open up that red stone that they're still hoping will come into play to count. So instead, working on the middle, trying to come straight back on their stone that's there and roll in front of one of the yellow stones, just trying to make it more complicated for Wayne Middaugh.
Ryan. Hard, Ryan. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Ryan
Keep
Hartman's
going.
turn,
Keep
carving
going.
it
Keep
over.
going.
There's the tap. Shooter rolls over.
Pretty good.
And a little better positioning
Good sweep, guys.
Throw.
It's pretty
for
good.
Northern Ontario with Hammer here in 9.
Throw, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever. Give us a sniff at something.
I don't think he can get there.
I know he can't.
Right? That's his shot, is this run double, I think. Right, isn't it?
Yeah. Run double, yeah. And then he leaves a lot of reds in the house.
And then even if I guard that, he's still probably playing that one in.
He's got nothing that way.
No, not anything really good.
He's got this. Or this, straight back.
Yeah. What's that, Davey?
Just roll in.
Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. That doesn't do us. That's a guard.
Might help him. So.
Yeah.
Do you ever just do this? What else do you see, Wayne?
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I liked your call, Scott. It just looks hard to get there.
I know. I don't think it's there.
What's that?
I'm okay with
This is the freeze here. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't know how you get there. Yeah, the other option is a dead freeze here.
You guys want to call timeout?
Sure.
Time.
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 So that is their
Like this
second
shot's almost
timeout.
not here for him anymore. Like that red's way under there.
What shot?
And the man who played in a record 11 Brier finals,
I'm almost thinking we just go
Glenn
aggressive
Howard,
here, boys.
will come out to
I
the
don't know
ice.
how. You can place it. That's really good, Dave.
He's just got
right
this
there.
stuff.
This conversation was very much about
Doesn't
what is
matter,
Brad
though, then why
Jacob
don't we
going
just
to
this one?
throw and how do you protect it against it?
Because he can run this one and sit a million.
My first thought was this one, roll him over. Because
I don't like opening this back.
Yeah.
But he hits that in the nose and makes a double.
Yeah.
He's now got 4 red in play.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
we
but
hit,
the nose is harder than just wide open.
We hit this. He just makes this double one.
What about right here, boys? Like Dave's call, right there.
Same thing. Does he not play that?
Yeah, but then we're sitting.
You're third.
You're third, yeah.
Your 1 sits good.
I don't know why you guys are so worried about this one.
Because then there's 4 reds in the house.
That's why.
To our 1.
Want to get there?
Could just freeze this. It
Same
takes
thing.
two out of
You're not running that
I would
in
love
and-
to get there, but I don't think you can get there.
I think you can.
But if we just freeze this, takes these two out of
Yeah, but how do you get there?
Yeah,
It's
good
impossible.
point. Yeah, it's impossible.
Just, yeah.
What do you see, Glenn?
I'm just a little concerned about this one. He runs that back, makes that double.
Yeah.
There's a bunch
You
of red and
open it
stuff
though,
black.
then this is really easy now.
Skinny.
And then we can hit it.
Skinny triple?
Yeah?
Well,
Yes?
this one's coming straight back into here for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Is
what
this
they're
crazy?
afraid he'll play.
Don't like that.
What do you see, Glenn? Okay.
It's either that or that freeze.
Ever
you guys
hit
think it's
and
that
roll
better?
off that one? Either guard that.
You could guard that, I guess, but he's...
Okay. What do you see?
One of that. I either like the hit and roll or the freeze.
The freeze. What do you think of this? Right there.
Yeah.
Well, to a person, they agreed that this is an
right
ideal
there.
shot. The challenge is, I don't think
No
you can
bad
get
foot
into there because of that
If I make it really
stone
good,
that's up front.
Yeah, right there. It's,
So the shot they
it's
want to
always
play,
going
they
into here.
can't. The red on the top on
Middle.
this side over here
a little more than
is
middle,
the
yeah.
stone that they're the most concerned that Brad Jacobs is going to utilize. But to hit it comes with a lot of risk.
Where are you going, Wayne?
And if you
Freeze
don't happen to
stars.
stay right
So
there,
that's
you've
if I can-
opened it
if I
up
can-
and created an
if I can get
opportunity. So
stick
they've
on ours,
elected to throw another one in
Okay.
so that all those three red that are
Same
there
as what I
become
just threw.
negated.
Scott slid really well.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
if I
two
can
wild
freeze
Oh,
card
stick on
now,
ours.
having used both their timeouts. And you see the clocks. Pretty good for time still. 6 minutes,
Very
32
comfortable.
seconds.
You
Yeah.
bet.
I got pretty close, Tim. I got pretty close.
Pretty close. It's pretty
Don't
close.
want you yet.
It's pretty close.
A lot of
Oh,
conversations, a lot of
Pretty
stones
close.
in play. Skip Stones.
Wade's
Here at
good,
9.
Scott. Wade's good.
Wade's
Wade's
good.
good. Yep. Yep.
Wait there. Sign only.
Yes!
Don't want to.
Yes! Yes!
Don't want to.
Yes!
Yes!
Hard
Him.
You really gotta go!
Hard. Harder.
Okay.
Try.
Oh, never heavy.
I was on the whole way. Nothing else we could have done. Never came off.
Just plant it.
I think it is too.
Don't you?
have enough of this, right?
No, that's dead buried.
I think that's the shot too.
Now, you might not even get rid of the two, but that's okay. I think it's your best chance to get a deuce.
I like that. What kind of weight, Mark? Thinking maybe like just a board? You got to stick that. Is that too much? Or were you thinking like a rocket?
I don't know. I'd like the rocket if you can get rid of the two, but
I don't think you.
It's really tough.
I don't see it.
Okay, we can talk about this though if you think there's anything else.
No, I like this
My
shot.
only other shot was this double. You stick it right there.
Well,
I
they
like this
called
shot
it.
with board.
Wild card did.
Okay.
What
Don't
he
you?
would play.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
The angles are the best to drive it
that's
into
Okay, what are we
the.
trying to hit here? It's not the
4
easiest
foot
call.
lid
I gotta miss
area.
our one.
Yeah.
Seeing like a thick
Mark,
half?
Like
Thin half?
if we make this stick double and we stick there, he's got to be careful. No?
Right.
Guys, we got to call a
Yeah.
timeout if
Let's
we're
call
going to
timeout.
keep talking. But we have none left.
Time out.
Time out.
Well, here's the thing,
This is a huge shot.
Brian. If you make this and you sit right here,
So their second
I mean, we're
timeout.
just,
And again, it is Coach
we're
Rick Lang.
helping his one not go anywhere. Like
We might roll up a bit too.
roll up a
Thinking
bit.
like if you
Yeah.
What do you
I'm just
think?
thinking he's got to be real careful if we make this run, and you might come up a bit. Like then you can slash or gives us more options.
If you
Across to that one, though, he's. If we could ever get the back one, too, isn't the run back going to nut over here on the 7, too, eh? Or a good chance?
What do you like, Rick?
Well,
The best shot, the best
best
shot of
shot.
them all, if we're really trying to make one, is to nut this
Yeah.
and make this double.
yes.
That's
Get
the
them
shot.
both.
I know it's really hard. Really hard. Like it might not even be there. But
No, it's not there. That red's in the way.
okay.
What's the alternative? Straight back, you're thinking, on the double?
Okay, so if we make this straight back,
What are we going to have, guys? We're not going to have anything to get rid of both yellows.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like to Ryan's point, I think you're hoping that if you make it, you're kind of here.
Still can't get rid of
Can't
both
see
yellows.
enough of this red.
Well, you can move both those straight
Enough of
back
this
on
red?
this, eh?
For what?
Off the 7,
well,
you can
if
move
you're
both
here,
off
right?
the
If you
button.
nut this,
And it does go
and you're
into
here,
that. You can get rid
can
of
you
all
play
3.
that? Hard.
Just hang
Okay,
on,
let's
Ryan,
plant
before we
it.
commit to this board later. If you make this shot and you plant here, how are you getting rid of the
Let's
two
plant
reds,
it, guys.
two yellows?
All right.
So I'm just saying you can bullet it and get all 3.
I don't think you can get all 3, Rick, but I think you can tap that.
Okay, we can.
I think they
I
go.
like that.
Yeah, just
I don't mind that.
bullet on the nose and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me middles close, Mark.
So we talked about throwing quiet weight. Now they're talking about a bullet. They really need to rattle the 3
Yeah, right on the nose.
The 2 in the 4-foot, not counting the one that was just thrown at the top, but get rid of those 3 towards the back.
So this kind of around the horn, round the world, drive it back and boom, boom, yellow, correct?
That's well drawn up.
Yep.
He certainly needs one. Yep. With Hammer, down by 2 here in 9.
Whoa. Curl.
Brad Jacobs, his first.
Curl.
There's the run back. Oh, goodness. He drives it right through.
Throw, Brad.
And that is, well, not to be Captain Obvious, that is worst case scenario. They had to clip something.
Come through the hole.
And tap that straight back. Do you just go, does that make it easier if I'm there?
That makes it, yeah, because then he can blast this, Wayne. Boom, 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 boom.
He's still.
What do you guys see?
What do you see?
Right now is that red? You can just blast that.
He's got this.
Or with board weight. Yeah.
Right here?
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, like you can make it where you cover the in off and the board weight shot.
This is a hard stick.
Right on the Y?
I think so, yeah.
Get it right here.
Deeper's better, actually.
The only way for Jacobs to get in there now is this path.
What are we taking away?
You're trying to take away, I think his easiest shot to score is through the whole tap.
Yeah, take the red away first.
Yeah, you got to take that red away.
I agree. This is what they're protecting against.
And then all I'm seeing, Kathy, I mean, you got Tim's delivery on the left, that red stone to maybe drive in.
Yeah, his easiest shot to score is through the whole tap.
Yeah.
If they throw the guard, right?
I was just going to say, well, if they come in really tight, Brian, that shot may not
not
even
even
be
there either.
Talk to us, let us know.
What's that? So you want to be 4 or 5 inches off center line. Okay.
You're right, Tim. Just past halfway.
Okay, I lied. Higher's better.
Pretty tight. Real
right
tight.
there, boys.
Dave, keep it out there.
We're almost in.
Whoa, line's
that's
good.
Fine.
Tight.
Whoa.
Weight's perfect.
Whoa.
Right on the Timmy.
Right where my broom is, boys.
It's just short of that.
Just let it stop. Let it stop.
No,
Let it
you're
stop.
there.
Let it stop.
Right on
Let
the
it
broom.
stop.
No, Tim. No, Tim. No, Tim.
Nope.
No, no,
Let
no,
it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good, Wayne.
Shot.
Pretty good, Wayne.
Thanks.
So how do you score your one?
Oh, boy.
There's a double tap.
It's close.
Run the red.
It's trying to get through that port
totally
again.
sold, but it's close.
Trying to do
The
the
other
round the
option is
horn,
this.
same kind of thing. It's almost a miss.
Can't take any time.
Oh, we're okay. But, I mean, make this, we're down 3 if it doesn't still have a sniff.
We also have the yellow, red for 1. Right? I think that's probably the shot.
Okay.
So driving the guard to make the shot
Control.
that they were trying to protect against is his decision.
So no timeouts. They're under 3 minutes now on the clock of thinking time.
So
Quarters is close, Mark.
It's doable, but there's not going to be any opportunity for discussion.
Clean.
Game on the line here. Final stone.
Whoa. Ryan. Whoa.
There's the tap on the red,
Great
and
shot,
good
Brad.
enough. Touch shot for the single, and a game saver for Brad Jacobs. It was a must make. A little grin from the Brier champ from 2013. He's still alive. Well, it really was a bit of a Sioux escape for Brad Jacobs in that last end. It was not looking good. Made the quiet little tap, picked up his single, and really was a game saver, as it is still 7-6 for Team Wildcard and Wayne Middaugh. More importantly, he has Hammer coming home up by 1, throwing the yellow rocks. Lead stones on the way. This
More
one
weight.
from
No,
Tim
same
March.
weight. That's hammer.
More weight.
Easy.
Easy, clean.
Dave.
No, Scott. Harder.
No.
Great tip shot on his first one, trying to make the second tip.
Scott, you gotta go.
Scotty.
Shooter, stay on the
Yellow
shooter.
one.
Stay on the shooter.
Yellow one. Get it out of there.
And another beauty.
Attaboy, Tim.
Wonderful
Good shooting,
shooting.
buddy. Nice line
The
call,
sweeping and the touch there
Shoot,
from
Timmy.
Tim March. He's had a great game.
What turn?
One other
What?
game on the
Firm
ice
out,
still,
right?
And it's been a complicated one. A lot of rocks in play again. Gunlickson.
I got to make the double with the
Laycock,
back with
BC
the
leading
red I'm running
6-4. It is Jason Gunlickson with hammer.
How much time do I have, please?
23 seconds remaining of thinking time.
Perfect.
No timeouts left. That red stone, he made a wonderful double roll freeze on his first one. Jim Cotter came light. This is the run back double to try to win the game right here.
Keep curling.
Big time weight needs at least 2, 3 for the win. He'll bang it over. Not to be.
You know what? He played the numbers. He had the choice to draw to lie 2 and go the extra.
Time.
Hey, Jason.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
And just not enough time, he said. And that's what happens when you let that clock become the single biggest reason that you throw fast.
So Laycock playing spoiler, but you see their 4 losses. A nice win, win number 3. They are eliminated because of the Brendan Botcher win earlier this morning. And for Gunlickson, he'll drop now to 5-2. And for Gunlickson, he's got another game, and that is tonight versus Wayne Middaugh, team wildcard.
Just over. Easy. It's all you. Just
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, boy.
Judge.
Well, 2 great shots made by Tim to really put his team in great position.
Yep, right to it.
Whoa,
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. No.
Right out, Wayne.
Hey, Davey.
And the red will spill in. Shot stone, Northern Ontario.
Well, you heard the panic, no, but it actually did not turn out all that bad. He thought that both were going to stay in when he hit this. But some great brushing by both teams, by Jacobs to get his in, but by Wayne Middaugh to make sure that one goes out.
Oh, halfway.
Keep it out there.
Not too deep. Mine's good.
Okay.
Halfway.
Whoa. Clean.
Or halfway.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Set.
Sit.
Then the quick stuff.
Set.
Okay, Mark. Good.
Okay.
We're good, Scott. Make her good.
Whoa.
Last time we checked, outstanding numbers for Scott Howard in this game.
Just clean, just clean.
Okay, good throw, boy.
Good try. You got unlucky on yours.
Couldn't do that again if I tried.
No. No.
And so Northern Ontario will continue to guard. You heard Brad say a little higher. Want to make sure that there's not an opportunity, as there was on the first throw by Scott Howard, to make the double.
It was a little less.
Same.
Whoa.
It was a little less.
A little higher.
A little less.
Sure. Yeah, it is a bit higher.
It is higher.
Yeah.
At some point, you would expect that Northern Ontario will utilize that stone in the 12-foot to act as a guard and bury behind it in the 8-foot if the peel is made.
Good, little teaser.
Go, Mark.
How much can you see of this? You like that? Or do you just want to rip it?
Whatever.
Does he just put it in a better spot if we play that?
Where does he put it, though?
I was kind of thinking rip, like the runner.
Okay. Run.
You guys like that?
Sure.
Okay.
Throw it better.
So trying to get both.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Dave.
Scott Howard.
Good try.
And he'll drive it by. Removes the corner.
Just doesn't curl a millimeter. We don't have.
Your shot right now. I think you guard.
Okay.
He's giving that double a run all day. Right now, you're going to be able to sit 2, right?
Age, give me the 6, please.
So throwing one more guard.
Nice. Speed's really good.
Speed's good, yeah.
Fully expecting that Wayne
Halfway
Middaugh
mark.
will play the peel, and then Northern Ontario will draw into lie 2 to force Wayne Middaugh to have to make a shot against 2 to win.
Good weight.
Hey, line's good. Line's good.
A lot higher than yours, Mark.
Okay, go ahead then. Keep it moving. Keep it moving for line as well. Keep going. Whoa. 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 Over and stop. Over enough. Over enough. No. That's a pretty good spot, Brad.
Okay.
Pretty good spot.
We showed you the update earlier, Manitoba, BC.
I like that too. But
and we weren't sure who actually got the single. It was actually British Columbia. Didn't really matter, though, when it comes to the outcome of the game. No difference. But 7-4 the final for British Columbia.
I'd rather go right here than peel the guard. You put it right here, he makes the roll, you draw a button.
Gives you a chance to get your draw weight, but I mean.
How much can you see?
Thin half, third. Leaning towards
you peel the guard, you're pretty happy, aren't you? Like you're either going to have the 3-foot runner or the draw to the 4-foot.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Peel her up.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this call.
Outturn?
Outturn.
The whole find your draw weight. Any rock that you put in the house, if it's deep at all, you've given Brad Jacobs what he needs. You peel this out. If he elects to bury around, it's going to be in the 8-foot. You have the 4-foot. If he splits the house, you may have a nose hit.
Yep.
Clean. Hard, Davey. Stay with it. Go.
Clean. Shot.
So they'll peel the guard, Kath, and away it goes.
They did.
He's in the 4-foot. Are you playing the runner?
What's that?
He's in the 4-foot. You playing the runner?
He's 4. Probably. I still only got to hit rings, right?
Yeah, you just.
Yeah.
Nibble the back 4.
So trying to utilize that stone in the house that belongs to Northern Ontario as a guard and duck it behind.
Tons of time.
That's really close.
A little crunchy.
You can go for line, too.
Line's good. Line's good, just
Hard
for weight.
line.
Line's good, just for weight.
Okay, just line
Back
right now.
4.
Line's good.
Line's good.
It's close.
Line's perfect.
Back 4. Line's
Right
good,
side,
just
boom,
for
boys.
weight.
Can I go in?
Line's good.
Hardy
Line's
J.
good, back
Hardy J.
4.
Get here, boys.
The weight's perfect.
Get here.
Yeah.
Pass the tee.
Yeah.
Pass the
Yeah.
tee.
Hard.
Keep going. Great sweep, fellas. Great
And there it is. Good draw
Nice.
as Northern Ontario lying 2 without hammer here in 10, needing a steal, but the brush down, and it will be the draw. Full 4 for a single and a win for Wayne
The
Middaugh.
exact same weight is coming this way.
Yeah. I think you can add a foot if you want. Yeah. But that's the same way it'll be good. Take it away.
Okay.
91% on his draws today. And he's got this one for the win.
Pretty close. Pretty close, boys. Whoa. In the good stuff. We're out in the good stuff.
Weight's good.
You're in the good stuff.
Not a lot of fuss and bother in the hack. It
Too
is
much right now,
usual,
Scott.
very
In the
quick
good
pre-shot
stuff.
Too
routine.
much right now. Weight's good. Stay with it.
In the good stuff.
Needs to find the curl. As it
Take a look,
starts
boys.
to come down.
Duster in.
Attaboy, Wayner.
And
Attaboy,
Wayne
Wayner.
Middaugh, another wild card win. Unbelievable run so far here in Calgary.
Well, he's made all kinds of shots today, made some wonderful runs, but from the very first end with that 2, they never look back.
And with that win,
Jerry
they are into the championship round of 8. And nobody happier than that guy right there in Glenn Howard.
Beautiful. Keep rolling.
Nice throw, Wayne.
His last Brier title was with Glenn as a third in 2012. Back at the Brier for the first time since 2013 and making a run. And how about that? A 6-1 record top of the table for now in Pool A, and they have qualified. Kathy, what a performance.
Just speechless. He has just come back to this game like he never, ever left it.
So 2 teams officially qualifying. We know in Pool A, the 4 lost teams, Laycock, McEwen, are eliminated. But this guy still got that jump in his step. Unbelievable. The 3-time Brier champ. We're going to step aside, and we'll wrap up our morning coverage right after this.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By Home Hardware, Here's How. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Another game and another win. Beautiful draw right to the button for Wayne Middaugh. Yeah, look at Glenn Howard. You betcha. Big fist pump. And it brings us to the game story here, Kathy.
Well, it really was the 2 that opened the game for Howard. Never looked back. Jacobs made a really good hit in 5, and it closed the gap. But the run-back pick that Wayne Middaugh made in 6 led to 2, and they never looked back. Huge numbers for Wayne Middaugh.
The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app. Yeah, over a decade ago in this province, Medicine Hat, they won a Canada Cup together in 2010. We talked about the performance the last time on the ice together. Edmonton, just north of Calgary. That was back in 2013, winning that bronze medal. How about that? Yeah, Scott Howard now, all these years later, he watched Dad compete with Wayne and now his teammate. Pretty cool story as they are 6-1. This afternoon, the excitement continues. Saskatchewan 5-2, Matt Dunstone. Scott McDonald 4-3. He's been here before as Ontario. Now skipping Jamie Murphy's team, wearing those Nova Scotia colors as Vic Rauter, Cheryl Bernard, and Russ Howard, Kathy Gauthier, our crew here at TSN. It's been a long couple weeks in the bubble thus far, but we're having a blast and the excitement just ramping up behind the prize, that Tim Hortons Brier.
Right to it!
Well, thanks for watching us. Myself, Kathy Gauthier, our final morning draw here at the Tim Hortons Brier. We'll see you this afternoon on TSN.